Hello, welcome back to Roland. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Riddle Joker. So as stated in the community post I made, I'm currently trying to use a program to fix part eight of Noble Works. However, I have to find a way to crack the program to use it without in order to use it because because the free version of it only goes up to 2 gigs when fixing something, which is not enough for the video. So yeah. And the first option for payment, where you get the unlimited size thing, costs 70 bucks. Not 17, 70. 70. I suppose I should be. Oh yeah, that is actually the right way around. I'm a moron. Where is it? It is. I'm the stupid one. Anyways. 2 funny little stories before I begin. First off, I think I talked about it yesterday, but I was unable to shower yesterday since we wanted to clean the showers. Turns out it wasn't that we wanted to clean the showers. It's that the shower is slightly damaged, I guess you could say, because it's leaking. It's leaking, causing the wall on the other side in the hallway to get damaged, like water damage and all that. So now we can't shower until that's fixed. So today I had to shower in the bathtub, which was a nightmare because our bathtub is fucking tiny. It felt like I was stuffed in a goddamn I now know what sardines in a can feel like. So I'm trying to say. Anyways, second funny story. Yesterday, I say yesterday, but it's technically already today. It was like almost 6 a.m. I felt the need to go to bed, go to the toilet real quick because don't question why I was awake at 6 a.m. I won't answer that. Basically, I wanted to go to the toilet, so I went to the toilet. But out of the corner of my eye, I saw something move on the stairs leading down to the first floor. So I thought, maybe Chili, our cat, is just sitting on the stairs. So I grabbed my phone and used it to light at the stairs. My first thought was, I don't remember Chili being black. Turns out that when my father left for work, he accidentally let the cat from our grandma's cat in, which usually stays around the garden instead of inside, and because it either didn't notice or didn't deem to warn any one of us. So when I woke up, so when I went to the toilet and saw the cat, I tried to go downstairs, basically fucking leave, fucking go downstairs. I'm gonna open the door for you. Down on the stairs, Chili was just waiting right there, just sitting there, looking up, like big old string of saliva just hanging off of his cheek, off of his chin, because he, for some reason, has the saliva production of equaling the Niagara Falls, and while he just sat there and stared, Susie, the cat that got in, started hissing at him. So I decided tried to get her to go further down and open the door. However, now Chili was between the door and Susie. So I decided, you know what, fuck it. Close the door. And then I noticed, down on the foot of the stairs, just a big ol' just puddle of piss. Because apparently one of them decided they needed to take a piss. I was lucky that I didn't step into it. So at that point, I decided, so there's 2 cats in here. Both of them don't deem it necessary to do what I tell them to. Both of them despise me picking them up. And there's already piss. I'ma go wake up my mother, since she's actually better at dealing with cats than I am. So she tried to she caught Chili, locked him in the living room real quick, and tried to coax Susie, who at this point was hiding downstairs in the basement, to go upstairs and leave the house. So that was one hell of a morning. I went to bed afterwards immediately. Then I woke up because I was woken up, and then I made some schnitzel, and then I laid back down and kept sleeping. I slept a lot today is what I'm trying to say. Anyways. Already morning. Man, I didn't get much sleep. I planned to sleep off the feeling smoldering inside me failed miserably. Alright, time to go running. If sleeping doesn't work, I'll just have to try using physical activity to distract myself from it. I take off my pajamas, change into my workout clothes, and leave my room. Somebody still fucking knock. Nah, no one did. Anyways. Now the BGM works. Phew. Run for a longer time and distance than usual today. Due to that, I was able to keep my thoughts clear all throughout, even if it comes at the cost of me being out of breath now. Looks like working up a nice sweat was the remedy I needed. I think. Now I should be able to act normal around Nanami. Hope so, at least. Well, I'll have to see her first before I can tell. After readying myself, I returned to the dorm. On my way back to my room, I ran into Nanami and Mibu coming down the stairs. I imagine they're probably headed to the canteen. Don't get flustered, Satoru. All I need to do is greet her like normal. Like normal. Ah crap, that came out super stiff. She's gonna wonder what the hell's wrong with... Armin! That's better, like an infectious disease or something. Otherwise it's even more stiff and even cracked. Thanks, are you okay? You didn't catch cold or anything, did you? This is going to confuse Mibu like fuck. Huh? Huh? That tends to happen when you decide to masturbate to the thought of somebody. Guilt and all that. Today's gonna be a good part. I rolled a 16 and an 18. So that actually is true. Anyways, her face turns red. No likelihood she was remembering how I hugged her in Mibu's lab yesterday. Now that I know she is, I am too. Oh no, she's remembering something else. She's remembering, you know, playing with her cat. What? Did you not know that they're allowed to keep pets in the dorm? She has a nice little kitty cat. This is a stupid bit. Ah, that's fine. Hold on, I need to like get all the dice out of this fucking box real quick because one of them lodged. And then I dropped one. Namely the D20, and it's a 12, so it's not good. It's better than average at least. Anyways, basically the box hates me, and one of the dice, the D6s, lodged themselves in a way that causes the box to no longer stay intact properly. Because it's like a weird ass box, so you can like, it's like in one piece that you just full and it's fucking stupid and I hate it. And I want a proper box. Anyways. Shizuki is very confused. Ah! She came down with you.
いや、いつからも何も一緒に食堂に行こうとしてたところだよ。そうでした。おはようございます、先輩。
Morning, Mibu.
その格好、朝からどこかに行ってたんですか？
I go jogging every morning when I wake up.
おお、そうだったんですか。なるほど。そうやって毎日走ったりしてるから、先輩の体は引き締まっているんですね。
I wouldn't say that I'm that muscular. But yeah, I wish I could stay and chat some more, but I've gotta go get changed.
そうですね。ご飯を食べる時間がなくなっちゃいますね。私たちも行こうか、ななみちゃん。じゃあ、サトルくん。私たちは先に食堂に行ってるね。
Yeah. As soon as I start walking in the direction of the canteen, as they pass by, I quietly whisper something into Nanami's ear. Meet me later, we need to talk.
話って
Last night.
え、
Panic.
それって
See you then. I'm gonna count it as a voice line.
昨日のことって、もしかして、まさかオナに、匂いが残ってた。読み返しますか？
Hold on. Could I count this? You know what? Let's go through the scene again real quick, one by one. Hold on. I forget. Nah, that's not what I wanted. Delete. Yes. I don't need a voice line about her masturbating. Let's go through this again one by one. Money! Nah, not good enough. I'ma count it. Not that one. I'ma count it.
そうでした。話って。
There we go.
いやいや、まさかいくらなんでも昨日の匂いが残ってるはずない。そうなると、私の気持ちに気づいたとか。だとしたら私は。
It's probably about the mission. So yeah, he wants us there as backup. So be prepared for that. Just like, I hate him. Nanami.
なんだ、昨日のことってそういうことか。
フローチャート画面だな。
By the way, the chapter is called It's a Trap. I didn't check last part if I remember correctly. I checked at the end. How am I supposed to interpret that? Did you think I was gonna talk to you about something else?
全然なんでもないよ。気にしないで。
Well, back to what I was saying. I want you to set things up so I can sneak out of campus at a moment's notice. Think you can do that?
一時的にセキュリティをオフにして、その間にサトルくんが壁を越える。この方法で問題ないよね。
Yeah, if all I need to do is jump over the wall, it'll be easy. I'll leave all the finer details to you.
わかった。それはやっておくけど、どこから出るのがいいのかはサトルくんが確かめて。私にはどこがいいのかわからないから。
Do you want me to decide that? Aren't there places where it's more difficult or easier to disable the security? Well, how about we go together just to be on the safe side?
でも
You got plans after school?
そういうわけじゃなくて、時間はあるんだけど、それってつまり放課後は二人っきりで見て回ることになるよね。
Yeah?
そうだよね。
There's some kind of problem with us being together? I think there's concerned it's too Cisco-esque or something.
そういうわけじゃないよ。違うよ、全然。
Okay?
ああ、ごめん。
It's fine.
とにかくサトルくんはそう言うなら放課後は私も一緒に行く。
Alright, I appreciate it. See you after school then. ダメ。任務のため。これは任務のためって分かってるけど。
終わった。お腹すいた。
Your metabolism is so busted.
自分でもそう思うんだけど、こればっかりはね。僕はコンビニに行ってくるけど、サトルは？
Sorry, I got plans today.
何？もしかして彼女でもできた？
I'm going to punch you. Unfortunately, no. I'm just gonna be with...
ナナミちゃん？
Yeah, how'd you...
お迎えが来てるよ。
I look at the door and find Nanami there, gingerly peeking into the classroom. As soon as our eyes meet, the nervousness fades from her expression as a smile forms. I find myself captivated by that smile and stop! Wait! Hold on. Wait! Stop that, Satoru! My dreams might pop up if people see me staring at my little sister with a goofy grin on my face. Alright, I'm leaving. Wow, you got here quick. That's ended literally just a minute ago for us. Something that honestly God, I think I talked about how once the Rocket Ride officially comes out, the official translation, I'm probably gonna like do co-host videos with Button Eagle on it. And now that I know Nobleworks, I know the Nobleworks characters, I'm honest to God curious how many characters I'm gonna be able to like spot in the background. Because I already know where Akari is in the background. It's like in that park where you first meet Miu. Man, where's that?
そうかな。私の方は終わるのが少し早かったからかも。とにかく行こう。ゆっくりして日が暮れるとわからなくなっちゃうよ。
Sure, let's go. Probably don't need to remind you, but there are security cameras, so don't look too suspicious, okay?
そう言われても、私その手の訓練は経験した程度なんだけど。
Doubt they check all the footage, but in the event that they do check today, for whatever reason, we want to make sure we look and act natural. All you basically need to do is avoid pointing in specific directions or stopping your tracks in random places to look up the wall. Things like that. Just memorize places you think work well or places that wouldn't, and relay that info to me after we're done. Remember, we're just two siblings going on a little after-school stroll. Nothing else. Got it?
了解。じゃあ行こっか。
Yep. It'd be a pretty long detour from my dorm if I snuck out from here. Do you see any sort of benefit that would outweigh that risk?
私の方は 変わらないよ。サトルくんは
The way the security cameras are positioned would make my movements less restrained. But it comes with the time cost, since I'd have to get here first. I prefer a route that's closer to the dome.
そっか。じゃあ、そろそろ寮の周りを見に行く？
Sure. Why do I feel this way? I've been alone with her numerous times before. This is nothing new. I mean, I used to feel at ease around her because she's family, but I feel this odd excitement. It's so bad that my heart would be beating like a runaway train if I wasn't actively keeping it in check.
サトルくん？
Sorry, it's nothing. You ready? Let's go. He's acting completely normal.
やっぱり二人きりだと緊張しちゃう。こうして一緒に歩いてるのは仕事。それはわかってる。でも、どうしてもオナニーのことを思い出しちゃって。
That's what that it kind of does that to you.
昨日、あんな風にお兄ちゃんを怪我して、合わせる顔もないと思ってたのに、二人でいると、心臓がドキドキしてくる。
I'm kind of curious what the fuck she imagined now that she would describe it as how she sullied him in her mind. What the fuck is that about?
また体が変になりそう。
It's panting. Nanami? Well, I figured we should head back now since we've taken a look at everything. Are you ready?
私は問題ないですとも。
Alright. Have you seen your face? It's really red.
そんなことないとば。ほら、元気。早く戻ろう。
Can she use her abilities on herself? Does her ability work on sickness? Like, as long as it's a sickness that the body by itself could beat by sheer... But just by using the immune system. Can she basically heal those kinds of sicknesses? Because by doing the regeneration, it just increases output of white blood cells or something. Which, by the way, I watched the first episode of Hataraku Cyber Black, and yeah, I suddenly like the white blood cells. Must seem like a goddamn creepazoid. Sure. Also, I don't know why they changed from knives to a fucking katana.
落ち着かない。お兄ちゃんを思うと体が熱くなってうずいちゃう。
From what we've seen, I gotta say, Nanami seems the horniest out of everyone at this point, which is weird because Mayu somehow seems like the most innocent in a way. Anyways.
また大変なことになってる。こんなのダメって分かってるのに。私ってもしかしたら性欲が強いのかも。お兄ちゃん。
Oh, she's masturbating again.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
You get it? You don't need to listen to her mashing her muffin. Phew.
フローチャート画面だな。
The kissing kind of love. What? Also, where was the trap in that? I was getting worried that maybe they're actively going out to help with the with the fucking raid on the informant and something was gonna happen. Nah, nothing of the sort. Kinda disappointing, honestly. Anyways, yeah. After running my usual distance, I stop and take a deep breath. My breathing soon returns to normal, allowing me to ready myself for my next movement. I'm in peak form. That feels fine too. I should be able to use my ability without any problems. Nothing about my body feels off either, so I didn't accidentally strain or sprain anything during sleep. I should be all set and ready to go. I received a call from Dad. The Toshiyuki raid operation is going to take place tonight, it seems. Nanami and I are taking part, as we previously discussed. I always get nervous when before big operations like this. I always start to panic and have doubts like, what if I get sick, and what if that ruins the mission? This time, at least, those worries seem to be unfounded. Alright, as long as Nanami is fine, we're good. Then again, she's much more responsible than I am, so I doubt she'll end up sick. She's sick, isn't she? Or not?
ななみちゃん、本当に大丈夫？
Or she is sick.
なんか顔色悪いよ。そうかな。
You've even got rings under your eyes. Trouble sleeping last night?
最近ちょっと寝つきが悪くて、でもそれだけ体調に問題ないから平気だよ。
Mibu, can you keep an eye on Nanami for me? If she seems like she's feeling bad, make her leave
わ
early.
かりました。お任せください。
Thanks. And Nanami, don't be afraid to speak up if you do feel sick, okay?
わかった。でも本当にそういうのじゃないよ。
Alright.
寝つきが悪いのに心当たりは？寝る前にスマホいじってるとか、何か食べたりとか。あ、もしかして悩み事？違うってば。悩みなんてそんな。悩みなんかないってば。
You can always tell me if something's eating at you, I'll listen.
ありがとう、サトルくん。でも平気だから、いつも通りちゃんといけるよ。言えない。絶対に言えない。あんなこと、口が裂けても言えるわけない。でも、積み重なるみたいに、好きって気持ちが日に日に大きくなってる気がする。こんなに悩むことになるぐらいなら、いっそこの気持ちを打ち明けてしまえば。ダメダメ。そんなことしたら、どっちにしても兄弟じゃいられなくなっちゃう。だからダメ。我慢しないと。でも、オナニーすら我慢できないのに、私に我慢できるのかな。セキュリティの仕組みはちゃんと終わらせてる。でも、いつもとは少し違う手順を踏まないといけなくて、外に出るには、校舎や寮よりも厳重なセキュリティを超えなきゃいけないの。
I'm aware.
それ自体は可能だけど、すぐに後始末をした方が気づかれにくいから。その作業をしなくちゃいけなくて。
So you're gonna need to stay here for that, right? Don't worry, I already informed Dad.
やっぱり私も行く。
What about the cleanup work?
そうなんだけど、やっぱり心配なんだよ。サトルくんは肝心なところで抜けてるからね。
Haven't we had missions where we've split up before?
そうなんだけど、なんか不安になっちゃうんだよ。サトルくんの心配性というか、過保護が移っちゃったのかも。言ってた後始末はすぐにするから、私も一緒に行く。
Yes, you can still do it from outside the school grounds. Alright, I got nothing against it then. Ready when you are.
じゃあ、カウントいくからね。3、2、1、
How's it look?
平気。気づかれた様子はないよ。痕跡もすぐに消すから、ちょっと待って。
Alright. I'll be on the lookout for anyone in the vicinity. Tell me when you're done. Levy 6 in position. Roger that. Take cover, then additionally conceal myself with the uniform's stealth function. Now perfectly hidden, I lay in wait for Kamon Toshiyuki.
カモン俊之を調べた結果、一定の行動をとっていることが判明した。よくとある倉庫に出入りしているようだ。どうやら食料を運び込んでいるようで、そこに潜伏している可能性がある。
Doesn't that seem a bit too overt?
多少は裏に通じていると言っても、カモンは俺たちのように訓練を受けたわけじゃないからな。自分が調査・監視されていることに気づいている様子もない。
So that's why I think he's making things so easy for us?
目つけているわけじゃない。だがどのみち、その倉庫で何をしているのかは調べる必要がある。
Right.
今晩またその倉庫に向かうはずだ。よって今晩、俺たちも動く。カモン俊之を尾行。倉庫で何を行っているのか確認。そして、もし残党と接触しているのなら、
So we'll round him up and that'll be that. Sure enough, Kamon Toshiyuki is doing exactly what we predicted him to. Apparently he's currently headed towards the warehouse and showing no indication that he knows he's being watched. About a moment later, a slender guy enters my sight. Recognizes his face. The same guy that was shown on the photo in the Ames-based database. Kamon Toshiyuki. Target confirmed, proceeding to follow. After reporting, I sneak after Kamon while carefully avoiding the gaze of both him and other passerbys.
おに、レディ6。
Of course. Target has now entered the warehouse that has been reported.
マクレガー、了解。作戦に変更はありません。各員、突入の準備をお願いします。
AV6, roger that.
B5、了解。
There are a number of us doing this raid. As such, it's important for us to coordinate our timing. The levy units are probably the ground units, I suppose you could say. Which is actually not, it wouldn't really make sense. Like, I would expect Nanami to not be a levy unit, since she's a support. As such, it's important for us to coordinate our timing. I mentally prepare myself as I wait with bated breath for the signal. For long, I hear the words.
カウントダウンを始めます。10、9。
Tension rises as the numbers get closer and closer. Feel my breathing and ready my body to act. I promise Nanami. I gotta keep my guard up and avoid getting injured.
6、5、
What's gonna happen? I activate my ability, sharpening all 5 of my senses, then prep myself up.
1、5。
ったく仕事とはいえなんで俺がこんなことけどこんなに割が良くて払いのいいうまい仕事はめったにないからな。
Would you mind telling me about this job? If I can fully turn around, I have him pinned to the ground.
痛い痛い話せよ一体何なんだ。
Answer my question. What kind of job is this? What are you doing here?
痛たたたたたたた折れる折れるわかったわかったって俺はただ食べ物と飲み物をそこの箱に詰めろって言われてるだけだよ。
You've been doing the same thing every time you come to this
あ
warehouse.
あ、そうだよ。何の意味があるのか知らないが、毎回同じ依頼が来るんだよ。
Who's your client?
知らない。前に何度か調達の仕事を頼まれたつながりはあるが、それだけだ。やりとりは全部メールだ。顔も名前も知りやしない。依頼主のことで答えられることはないって、本当だ。
What can you tell me about the emails?
それなら残ってる。好きにしていいから。
If any of the food or drink supplies you've delivered ever vanished upon subsequent visits.
ない。ずっと残ったままだ。こんな意味不明な依頼は初めてだが、金だけはしっかり支払われてるんだよ。だから俺は。
The items aren't going anywhere. That means the guys we're looking for aren't hiding here. But then why are all these things delivered here? There has to be something we just don't know. Still holding don't come on. I scanned the surroundings. Don't sense any other human presence. The other SFD agents are also scattered about the warehouse. A surprise attack seems highly unlikely. No, wait, hold on a second. Maybe they intentionally corralled us into here. Shit! If there's a trap, then we need to get out now. Everybody retreat! Get out of the warehouse immediately! Violent blast consumes the warehouse, turning it into an inferno. My whole vision goes white. And that goes white, apparently. And my body is assaulted by a strong, ripping sensation. Arrgh! Even my voice is swallowed by the raging flames.
びっくりした。今のは一体。
Dust billows into the air as flames explode from the windows and illuminate the surroundings.
今の爆発。サトルくんが突入した倉庫が爆発って。
Sharp pain tears into my chest as my heart rate skyrockets.
倉庫が爆発して燃えて。嘘だよね。だってあの倉庫にはさっきお兄ちゃんが。
He was right there in the vicinity of the explosion. There was no way he'll come out unscathed. I may have the ability to heal wounds, but death is one wound I can't reverse.
そんな。お兄ちゃん。やだ。やだ。お兄ちゃん。返事してよ。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃんってば。返事をして。お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
We're on a mission. Don't call me that.
生きてる。シャドウ生きてるんだよね。
Yeah, somehow.
よかった。本当によかった。早く返事をしてよ。バカ。アホー。
I was on the verge of losing consciousness for a bit there. Damn, it hurts. Slowly get up while shaking my head. My surroundings are veiled in a thick smoke. Crackling sounds enter my ears from close by. Look in the direction and see the warehouse engulfed in flames that rise high in the sky. It goes without saying that the source of the smoke is the warehouse now set ablaze. I was just so unfortunate to be inside it when the explosion happened. My whole body's prickling with pain. I also have a few lacerations, but none of them too deep. None of my bones seem to be broken either. Thankfully I have no injuries that would keep me from moving. Hey, you alive? I tried to come on Toshiyuki, but he isn't responding. When the explosion happened, I grabbed it and dashed out of the warehouse as fast as I could. It's just like he hit his head lightly. You can hear him groaning feebly. He's unconscious but still alive. Quick examination tells me that he doesn't appear to have any severe injuries.
おい、被害は無事なものは返事をしろ。
This is Levy 6, I'm alive.
こちらレビー6の忠告のおかげでギリギリなんとか。
One after another, agents report their statuses.
全員生きてるな。よかった。カモン俊之は倉庫の中か。
No, I took him outside with me. He's injured to an extent, but all his wounds are light, so I don't believe he's suffered anything life-threatening. He's unconscious though, so he might have hit his head. Couldn't afford to be careful since my top priority was getting out ASAP.
十分だ。そいつを連れて撤収しろ。病院の手配はしておく。
Are you pulling out completely?
秘密裏に動くのが突破だ。こんな想定外の事態の中で任務を続行する危険は冒せない。それに爆発で怪我を負ったはずだ。無理はさせられん。すぐに撤収。これは命令だ。
Yes, sir.
他に動けないほどの怪我を負った者は報告しろ。いなければ各自予定のルートで撤収。すぐに警察と消防に連絡だ。あとサポートの連中に治療の準備をさせろ。その場で応急処置ぐらいはできるように。
私が能力で治します。
よろしく頼む。にしても見事にやられたな。くそ。
It was too obvious for a reason. It was a few hours before Nanami and I returned to Kika Academy. There were 4 of us inside the warehouse at the time of the explosion, counting Kamon. There were 4 others positioned around the near vicinity. No one suffered any life-threatening injuries, but at the same time, no one came out completely unscathed. That also applies to me. My skin was seared by the flames, and it's still prickling. I also had lacerations in a few places from debris that flew out and tore my skin, or pierced me. However, none of my injuries required more than first aid. It was pure luck that I got off that lightly. Some suffered more severe injuries than I did. A chill runs down my spine as I imagine what could have happened if I had realized it was a trap even a second later.
サトルくん、怪我痛む？
Somewhat, but I can still move just fine.
やっぱり私の能力で治そうか？
Dude, are you trying to tell me that he's stubbornly saying, no, you don't need to heal me? You're a student. You would need to explain why you have several lacerations, some of which is debris piercing your skin, as well as a burn, as well as burns. I think a doctor would be able to tell, hey, that's not something to know. That looks like a fucking explosion. Get it healed as soon as fucking possible. Like, even if the burn won't heal, you can at least like try to argue something that you tried to make tea or something, but you fell and just kind of scalded your skin with the hot water. But at the very least, the lacerations and stuff need to be healed immediately, so it doesn't become suspicious. Is he fucking retarded? Aren't you exhausted though? There's no real cost that comes with use of one's abilities, save for a bit of fatigue. In Nanami's case, the severity of the injury she heals exacerbates the exhaustion. It's similar to how I get an awful headache when I overuse my ability. And since she healed agents that had worse wounds than I did, I imagine she must be pretty drained right now.
これぐらい平気。それにサトルくんの怪我はちゃんと治さないと。昨日の今日で体中怪我をしてたら怪しまれるよ。
Exactly, these are fucking retarded. I may be able to hide the more light wounds, but I can't do anything about the burns I suffered in places I can't cover, like the face and hands. Also, he literally just has burns in his face, and even more so, you retard. I know that, but you've been using your astral ability several times in quick succession. You should at least give yourself some time to catch your breath. Let's go back to your room for now. Can you take care of the security?
うん、わかった。すぐにするからちょっと待って。
Finally, we're back.
さあ、早く上着を脱いで傷を見せて。
I
能
just
力で
realized.
治すから。
How the fuck does she continuously climb out of that if there's a desk and a screen in front of the fucking window? Like, does she like kind of grab the desk, like the fucking monitor, just place it aside every time she needs to climb out the window? Anyways, alright. Take off my uniform's top and also remove the first aid gauzes. Nanami then proceeds to assess all of my wounds. As she's done with that, she breathes a sigh of relief.
これぐらいの火傷なら、私の能力でも後は残らないと思う。 切り傷の方は少し残っちゃう箇所があるかも。
Well, it doesn't matter to me as long as they're not in easily visible places. How about you, though? Are you okay?
私は怪我なんてしてないけど。
Well, you still had to heal a whole bunch of people. I'm fine, I can wait till tomorrow if need be. She'll have to do it first thing in the morning, but make it much easier on her. She had time to sleep in between.
いいよ、これぐらい。それに、サトルくんの傷を放置したままじゃ気になってぐっすり眠れないから。
Well, alright, go ahead. Without further objection, I keep still and surrender my body to Nanami's gentle touch.
お兄ちゃん、今楽にしてあげるからね。何？
Oh, that sounded straight up like one of those I'm gonna put you out of your misery lines.
ああ、そんなつもりはないに決まってるでしょ。
Yeah, no, it was just kind of funny.
もう変なこと考えてないでおとなしくしてて。
Alright. With a peevish frown, she moves her hands to my body. Here's the thing, if you can joke around, it can't be too bad. A warmth flows into me from them and spreads throughout my body.
どう？痛みはマシになってる？
Yeah, it's working just fine. The warmth from your hand touching me also feels really nice.
そっか、それならよかった。
The pain dissipates as my wounds heal. How many times have I had her heal me before? I don't remember the exact number, nor does none of me, I'd assume. But my body acutely does. It remembers that warmth that flows from her palms, to the point that I'd be able to tell how serious my injuries are by the intensity of the warmth and the way it spreads. I guess just goes to show how much she's done for me over the years. I'm grateful for the fact that she's been by my side all this time, but it also makes me feel a tad bit embarrassed. The sensations of your little sister's hand when you touch your body. Yeah, that sounds downright degenerate. How did I want to come with embarrassment due to that? Thought I need a way to distract myself from it. You aren't using your incantations today, huh?
こんな傷だらけのサトルくんを前にして言ってる余裕なんてないよ。いや、いつも能力を使うときはふざけてるってわけじゃないからね。
I know, you're not the kind of insensitive person who'd do something like that.
ならいいんだけど。表面の傷はだいたい治った気がする。痛みはどう？どこかまだ残ってる？
Nope, I feel fantastic. I scoot away from her a bit and try moving around my body and my limbs. No pain that I notice. Should be all good. Thanks.
これも私の仕事だもん。
Jeez, now I can't believe they actually blew up that warehouse.
びっくりした。私、サトルくんが死んじゃったんじゃないかって思ったぐらい。全然返事もしてくれなくて、すごく心配したんだからね。
Sorry about that, I really was on the verge of losing consciousness, no, I wasn't lying. But she kept screaming and hollering like a mad person, so eventually the noise woke me up.
その言い方は失礼じゃないかな。私は純粋に心配をして。
I know, it was just a joke. Thankful you were so loud.
サトルくんは普段の言動が無遠慮だから冗談が分かりづらいんだよ。すごく心配したんだから。
Her eyes are cast to the ground and her voice is low, seeming like she's about to burst into tears any moment. That's enough to convince me of the truth in her words. I place my hand atop her head and gently stroke her hair. I'm sorry.
今日の件はサトルくんが悪いわけじゃないんだけど、とにかく無事でいてくれて本当によかった。
Yeah, I'm glad I'm able to I'm glad I'm still able to sit here and talk with you like this. Fucking damn it. Hold up.
あの時はお兄ちゃんが死んだんじゃないかって思って、返事がもう少し遅かったらきっと気を失ってた。まるで自分の胸が引き裂かれたみたいに苦しくて辛かった。
If he'd been slightly less lucky, I might have never have been able to talk to him again. I'm overcome with feelings of melancholy. It's because I experienced something like this firsthand. It's made me realize deep in my heart that we won't be able to stay together forever. It doesn't need to be something as drastic as death. Even for instance, if you got a girlfriend. Well, the moon's gotten a little dark. I'm alive, and so is everyone else. There's no need to be so somber about it. That's probably still working out what our next course of action is. So let's go to sleep and rest our bodies up. The mission dragged on longer than expected, so we're way past lights out time. You're pretty tired, aren't you? You'll probably be able to get a full night's sleep tonight.
眠れないよ。ついさっきあんな不安になるようなことがあったんだから。ものすごくドキドキしたんだから。その時の影響がまだ残ってて、そんなすんなり眠れないよ。
Want your big brother, your big brother, yes. Want your big brother to sleep with you then?
キモ。
Oh, come on, spare me with the serious replies. I was only joking. That really hurts my feelings.
冗談でもキモいからそういうの。やっぱりシスコンだ。まあ、今は二人きりだからいいけど、他の人の前でそんな恥ずかしいこと言わないでよね。
Man, yeah, I know. I wouldn't do that. Well, I'm gonna head back to my room and try to get to sleep. Try not to stay up much longer, alright? Good night. Turn around and walk over to the window. She gonna grab his sleeve or something. However, I suddenly feel someone tug on my sleeve. Yeah. When I say someone... I say someone, but Nanami is the only person here. Nanami?
さっき言ったこと、本当？
What offer?
だから、一緒に寝てくれるって。
Oh, oh, she really is worried. Alright. Let's go ahead and do that. And she just suddenly strips. I didn't mean that! Didn't you just call me creepy for suggesting that?
あれはただの感想。別に嫌だとは言ってない。
Whoops, fuck. What world does the phrase, you creep, coupled with a nasty glare, not equal a clear no? Girls are hard to understand sometimes.
サトルくんがそんなこと言い出すなんて珍しいしね。せっかくだから一緒に寝てあげてもいいよ。
Hey.
何？
This is a little cramped. Can you sleep like this?
私は気にならないけど、それに言い出したのはサトルくんでしょ。
Oh yeah.
それにもし痛い箇所が出てきてもこれならすぐに治せるでしょ。
Yes, that's true.
だからいいの、これで。
Man, to think we'd end up sleeping in the same bed. Wait, actually, we already did sleep together not too long ago. It was on the day of before the festival.
それとも私が一緒だと嫌？
I'd much rather you do this than be mean to me and act like a
お
stranger.
兄ちゃん、やっぱりシスコンキモ。
Oh, come on.
キモいシスコンだけど妹としては優しい兄で嬉しいよ。
Well, that's my duty.
そうだね。兄は妹のわがままに従わねばならないってハムラビ法典にも載ってるからね。
Yeah, right. Are you trying to excuse King Hammurabi of being a Siscon? Come on now.
ありがとう、お兄ちゃん。
Don't mention it. Keep helping. You help me out more than I help you. If there's anything you want to talk about, I'm listening.
何どうしたの急に。
You said you've been having trouble sleeping these past few days, right? So I figured I'd offer to lend you an ear if there's something bothering you.
そういうわけじゃないよ。爆発の怪我のことで体調が心配だっただけ。
So nothing else is eating at you?
それとは別に悩みはあるかも。
Don't know if I'll be able to help, but I'll at least listen. Sometimes just getting it off your chest can make you feel a whole lot better.
それはでも
Someone's outside my door, I think. I just heard movement. I mean, I won't force it out of you. It's just, I want to know if my little sister's worrying about something. Can you, stop with that? I know you probably don't think I'm capable of much, but I'll try my best to exceed your expectations.
頼りがいがないなんてそんなこと思ってないよ。だから話を聞いてもらってもいいかな。
Absolutely. Here, softly take a deep breath behind me. Her hands clasp my clothes more tightly, and I feel a slightly strong tug. However, I don't turn around. Instead, I lie still and patiently wait for Nanami's words to come out. It's enough to come out.
私好きな人がいるの。
Oh. Calm response I gave her does not reflect how I feel on the inside at all. I'm in love with someone. Those words were so expected. My heart's now pounding against my chest furiously. Calm down, Satoru. It's perfectly normal for her to be in love at her age. The only thing strange here is my reaction.
ねえ、お兄ちゃん。私の好きな相手、気になる？
But of course I do. There's the person my little sister is in love with. Someday this guy might even be my brother-in-law.
それは無理だよ。弟にはなれないんだから。
Wait. That's odd. Figured you wanted my advice on how to approach a guy she's interested in since I'm a fellow guy. For whatever reason, that doesn't seem to be the case. She also said that he'll never be my brother. Categorical denial. I sit up and turn around towards her. How am I supposed to interpret that? What about this crush is causing you so much agony?
だから、それは。
She also sits up and turns her head towards me, although she's avoiding my gaze. She squirms around in embarrassment as she casts her eyes downward. Wait. Is this what I think it is? You're in love with a girl?! Obviously, that would be the thing he goes for.
は？
Stop the romantic music! Well, you said they won't ever be my brother, so I figured it must be a girl then.
一体何をどうしたらそんな考えに至るわけ？
It seems like it'd be the logical conclusion. If they can't be my brother, then it must be because they'll become my sister instead. Does that not make sense?
私が好きなのは男の人だよ。弟にならないっていうのはそういう意味じゃなくて、そうじゃなくて。
Go on.
だって私はお兄ちゃんのことが好きだから。
Huh? Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I love you too.
違うよ。私の好きはそういうんじゃない。
Wait, are you saying?
冗談とかじゃないよ。私の好きは家族じゃなくて男の人としての好き。私の好きはキスしたい。好き。
Don't forget the unspeakable things you apparently fantasized about with them. Need to leave these fucking dice alone, my god. Jesus Christ, she's immediately going in.
フローチャー
It's
ト
still
画
the
面です
kissing
ね。
that I love. Her arms are moving towards me. I'm aware of what's about to happen, but I'm unable to brush them away. So alluring right now in a way I've never seen her before. Her flushed red face is quickly approaching. My body, however, remains rooted in place. Those beautiful eyes of hers have petrified me. Both my body and mind are frozen. Suddenly her hair turns into snakes. My sister was Medusa all along. Yo, imagine somebody needs to make that a game. Like, my little sister is a Medusa. Just for the meme. Imagine though, like a show or a manga that's about Gorgon with like the kind of like petrification ability or something like that. Basically, something like that. And someone who's blind. Because here's the thing, like, according to Greek mythology, it's not that she looks at you, she looks you in the eyes and you turn to stone. According to Greek mythology, she's so butt fucking ugly that you just petrify. Anyways, before I realized it, our lips are touching. Ah! Kissing her. Kissing Nanami. Her lips are soft and warm. Experiencing both the sensation of her lips and the sensation of a kiss for the very first time. My turn and body temperature skyrockets, almost as if she's injecting her body heat into me through her lips. Along with it, my heart rate begins to shoot. Suddenly her lips pull away. It was only a short kiss that lasted no more than a few seconds. The sheer impact of it, however, has greatly shaken my body and mind.
キスって漫画によくあるのとは違うね。
So?
想像よりも甘くなかった。でも想像よりもドキドキした。今もドキドキしてる。
Yeah, I know what you mean. My heart's racing too. I didn't expect you to kiss me.
でもこれが私の気持ち。弟になれないっていうのはこういうこと。
Calmly and without fluster, she's confessed her feelings to me. In fact, she's so casual about it all, it feels somewhat surreal. However, that kiss proved to me that she was serious. She loved me.
兄弟でこんな気持ちを抱くのは変かも。というか、世間一般では変だって分かってるけど、好きだよ、お兄ちゃん。
He just like grabs his phone, puts in the SIM card for that lets him report. Yeah, hello. This is Levy 6. Actually, this is Satoru. Hi, Dad. Could you burn the adoption papers? Fuck, I didn't hear the last part now. I just want to, like, bookmark the last part, but that's not possible. Your face is really red, Nanami.
そりゃそうだよ。私、勢いに任
Nanami, wait, what are you?
なんか今更になってものすごく恥ずかしくなって、サトルくんの顔見れなくて。
I'm having strong flashbacks to Toko's, right? Well, do know that you're not the only one that's a bit embarrassed right now. I'd also have a bit of trouble speaking to her face to face in light of what just happened. Hey, Nanami, are you serious about... sorry, I should reword that. I'm not saying I don't believe you, but, well, you said it was on the spur of the moment, right? So...
確かに打ち明けたのは勢いもあったけど、内容は違うよ。
Tickle her footsies. Just like to tickle her footsies. I would immediately do that. I would immediately start tickling. Because I'm an asshole like that.
前から、ずっと前から、私はお兄ちゃんのことが好きなんだもん。なんか言わせれば気が済むの？お兄ちゃんのバカ。
Is she just like creating her own custom sauna in there? I promise I'm not trying to embarrass you or make light of your confession or anything. And here's I need you to come out from there first. I want to talk to you face to face. It's a serious matter and there are a few things I want to know before I make any decision. I mean, once I've given my answer, we'll probably have to say goodbye to the relationship we've had thus far.
そうだね。そうだと思う。
So yeah, could you come out there for me? There's going to be something really important, so I want you to see my face. Gingerly, she comes out from her blanket covering. Even though it's technically your blanket covering. Can I ask you why now of all times? You said you felt these feelings for quite some time, so... Why did you decide to confess to me now after keeping quiet for so long?
それは、多分だけど、今日の任務だと思う。
The explosion, you mean?
あの時、サトルくんが爆発に巻き込まれたかもしれないって、ものすごく不安になった。ちゃんと生きててくれたことに安心して、もう二度と離れたくないって思った。他にもいろいろと。一緒に寝てたら、そんな気持ちがどんどん溢れて、自分でも抑えられなくなって。気づいたら、なんか、キスしちゃってた。だから、どうしてとか聞かれても、自分でもわからないよ。とにかく、そんな暴走をしちゃうぐらい、キスしたくなるぐらい好きなの。じゃなきゃあんなことしたりしない。
What things?
なんでもない。気にしないで。
Overblown reaction only stirs my curiosity, but oh well. There's something else that takes priority right now. Still haven't given her a clear response, so I'll do that now. Listen, Nanami. You've always been someone very precious to me. May not be related by blood, but we're still family. I wanted to keep you safe and happy because you're my sister.
そっか。
But truth be told, maybe I was just looking for an excuse. I kept telling myself you were family, you were my sister, in order to keep my feelings from developing into something more than that, I think. I was happy when you told me you loved me for just a second. And I was happy when you kissed me too. Normally a brother would be weirded out if his sister told him she was attracted to him and tried to kiss him on the lips. But I didn't feel anything like that. I actually feel like I'm on cloud 9 right now after being confessed to. And receiving a kiss on top of that.
バックログ画面だね。
Please finish.
そうなんだ。
Like, really? Not me just like, really? Wow, what a creepazoid, by God. So, Nanami, first I need to apologize to you.
なんで謝るの？
Looks like I really am a hopeless siscon.
知ってる。
Or of being such a gross creep, Nanami.
今更だからいいよ。気にしないで。
Is that supposed to make me feel better? Kinda hurt, to be honest.
そう？私は全然そんなつもりじゃなかったんだけど。私は本当にシスコン大歓迎。お兄ちゃんが気持ち悪いシスコンでいてくれてよかったと思ってる。シスコンのお兄ちゃんが私も大好き。
Honestly, every bit of that sounds like you're mocking me.
私も言っててすごい違和感を覚えたよ。
Like, Nanami's just like, oh my god, that did not sound good. Well, as I was saying, Nanami,
はい。
it's becoming increasingly clear to me that I love you too, not as a sister, but as a girl. A few minutes ago, you replied to me and said your love for me wasn't like mine, but it actually is. I'm in love with you. I want you to be with me forever. Not as a sister, but as my girlfriend. Can you stop mentioning the sister part? I'm trying to fucking, like, zone that out. My love is the kind that makes you want to kiss you too. So you fucking ghost friend. It's not my turn now to seal her lips without a hint of warning. Once again, I can taste that warmth and softness. Surprise is more than evident on her face, which is mere centimeters away from me. However, it only lasts for a moment. She immediately accepts my kiss and abandons herself to it. Our lips slowly part. Our heavy, heated breaths tickle each other's cheeks. Can we kiss one more time?
でも今キスしたばっかり。
My love is the kind that makes me want to kiss you over and over. Say fucking goes for it again. In contrast to her words, she seems hardly against the idea. After a brief moment of astonishment, she reciprocates my kiss. Actually, she might be even more into it than me. Earlier she said that kisses weren't sweet, but I beg to differ. Then beg. Just by having our tips lutch, yes, our tips. I fucking almost said tip slutch again! Just by having our lips touch, her smelling ghost and fills me with sweetness. Keep your tongue under control, buddy. Obeying the feverish excitement welling up inside me, I forcibly pry her lips open with my tongue. Cease. My love is going to make me want to tongue kiss you. By fucking god, just stop with that.
それ今日
Despite the troubled expression on her face, she opens her lips and gently welcomes my tongue inside. Stop. I poke her tongue with the tip of mine, and she responds in kind. That continues on for a bit. Next thing we know, our tongues are completely intertwined, coated in a mixture of our saliva. Stop with that. Cease. It is nothing like any of our previous kisses. All we're doing is intertwining our tongues, and yet I can feel the resulting simulation across my entire body. It's like we're touching. It's like you're doing a fucking snake ritual, you mean. Stop. That's how aroused I am right now. I really, really love you. Listen, I'm not gonna go through all that just for her to say, guess that means mine must be hot too then. Yeah, it's incredibly hot. It's almost like I can feel how much your heart is racing through it. Please just hurry up. Stop! I'm going to beat you. I'm going to call Wife Beater Bob.
お兄ちゃんとキスして
Nanami, I love you. I don't like it.
私も好
Please, someone like please censor this.
お兄ちゃん大好き。
You're going even harder than me.
急に舌を入れてきたお返しだよ。
I can play that game too. Pull her into my arms and suck on her lips forcefully. A moment later, she quickly taps my body. Surprisingly, that must have been a bit too much for her. Having returned to my senses a little bit thanks to that, I follow her signal and slowly pull away from her. The string of saliva reaches between us. It's been mixed together so fiercely they began to foam at some point. Ugh.
私お兄ちゃんとキスしちゃってる。こんなこと他の誰にも言えないね。
You don't regret
し
it?
てない。するわけない。好き好き好きだよ。
We get it. I'm so happy that I know that you love me. I'm so happy to know that you love me, Nanami. I love you too, more than anything.
嬉しい。
It's like both my body and my mind and body are about to melt. I don't know any other way to describe it. Keep indulging her lips like a man possessed. Fucking go to sleep! Your class tomorrow! She clings out at me desperately. She tries to withstand the lack of oxygen. I thus pull her even closer to me, gluing our bodies together in addition to our lips. Sorry all that came out, I got a little excited. Stop. Stop! Stop! Cease! Probably, but that's what you wanted, isn't it? You did not miss anything. This literally just like described them exchanging saliva in overly elaborate detail, which no one wants. Like, just piss off with that.
してない。むしろこんなキスができて幸せだよ。
Me too. Being able to feel your warmth is pure bliss, Nanami. Stop! Both she and I have become completely absorbed in these indecent kisses that no sibling would normally ever think of doing. Stop. Forgetting we had time, we lose ourselves in this physical exchange of romantic affection. I feel sick. I feel sick. We gave it kissing to the point where I started to fear our lips, tongues would get pruny. Hey, I'm not kidding. Like, I actually do feel kind of sick to the stomach right now. Are you alright, Nanami?
あんまり大丈夫じゃないかも。
Are you regretting it now that you had time to calm down?
あ、じゃなくて、そうじゃなくて、ファーストキスだったのに、なんだかとんでもないキスをしちゃった気がして。
Ah, okay. Just the act of kissing itself is a big step for us. But we didn't stop at just simple pecks on the lips. We even called our tongues around and kisses don't get more passionate than that. Also, don't get more gross than that. I mean, I guess it can get more gross, but we don't want to dive into that. You're right, in hindsight, we did some pretty embarrassing things. I was practically drunk on the sensation and couldn't control myself.
サトルくんは後悔してる？
Of course not. Looking back on it, I can see how it looked like I just got swept away in the moment, but I didn't. Though admittedly, I doubt I would have ever confessed my feelings if you hadn't.
それってサトルくんがお兄ちゃんだから？
Never thought about it, so I can't say for sure, but I think that definitely was a factor. I've just been thinking of you as my little sister this whole time. Well, telling myself not to think of you as anything more. Not that I've actually been able to get these feelings off my chest. It feels like a weight's been lifted off my mind. Kissing you made me extremely happy.
そっか。それじゃあ私たち恋人なんだよね。
Yep, we are. I wouldn't have exchanged those passionate kisses with you otherwise.
そうだね。キス、ドロドロのキスしちゃったんだよね。
Nanami? He strains her back and looks at me with sincerity.
はい。
I'm serious about you, so, You're an idiot! I want you to share the same last name as me someday.
すでに同じ名字だよ。
Wait, let me try that again. I need to make me miso soup every morning. She already did that too.
家ではそうだったよ。
Right. Thanks a lot for that.
いえいえ、どういたしまして。
Okay, one last time. The point is I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Not as my sister, but as my girlfriend. Stop with that. Please. Just, you don't need to keep mentioning the sister part. I continuously said. Just stop mentioning that. Fucking do it.
まるで夢みたい。お兄ちゃんがそんなことを。
Stop calling him an Onichan!
恋人か。
She stares at this empty space with a dazed expression. Then she begins to recall the kisses we just shared.
本当。
Oh no, she's getting
さ
horny.
っきのキス。
Something tells me.
すごかった。
The way she's laughing is kind of eerie in a way. It's like she's drunk with glee. Seeing that she's in a good mood, this might be a good time to ask about that thing from earlier I was curious about. Right, I forgot to ask you, Nanami, there's something I'm curious about.
なに？
When you confessed to me, you said that that there were certain things you'd been doing recently. What were those things?
オナニ
Huh? Wait, what did you just... What?
ー。だから毎晩オナニーを。
Ugh.
私、今、何も言ってないよね。
You said you'd been masturbating every night. He dives into the bed and hides inside her blanket fortress again. Were you really, masturbating every night?
なんでそれ引っ張るの？
Why do you think you can't expect me to just ignore something like that wild?
気を抜いてる時にそんな質問するなんて卑怯だよ。
Look, I'm not trying to shame you or anything. It was just a bit... it just surprised me a bit. Girls really do masturbate.
するよ。しちゃうんだよ。昔から男もすなる G というものを女もしてみんとてするなり言うもんね。
You and I remember that saying very differently.
だって女の子にだって性欲があるんだから。じゃなきゃあんなにいやらしいキスしたりしない。
Yeah, I know they do. I guess masturbation just never really struck me as something that girls do. See, we guys, we are kind of compelled to masturbate for various reasons, but girls don't really have to, am I right?
わざわざしなくてもいいのに、大好きなお兄ちゃんのことを考えると切なくて、オナニーせずにはいられないの。だって、私の好きは、オナニーしたくなる好きなんだもん。
Oh.
なんか かとてつもなくエッチなことを言わされてる気がするよ。忘れて、今の発言は全部忘れて。さあ、もう遅いから寝ないとね。そんなわけで、おやすみ。
Excuse you.
ぐー。
You're hogging the blanket. I kinda need something to sleep. Well, whatever. I'll just make do with my jacket. Can you hear me, Nanami? Why do you know that I love you from the bottom of my heart?
私も大好きです。
I figured you were messing with
こ
me.
れは寝言。寝言だけど、本心からの寝言だから。
That's a relief. Alright, good night for real this time, Nanami.
おやすみ、お兄ちゃん。リドルジョーカー。
昨日はすまなかったな。
It's alright, I came out without any major injuries. Even the small ones I had were healed completely by Level 9, so I'm all good now.
心配をかけまいと嘘を言っているわけじゃないな。
No, I'm not, I really am fine.
ならいい。それにしてもお前のおかげで助かった。もしお前が気づけなかったら大きな被害が出ていただろう。感謝している。
Well, I only did what anyone would have. But moving on, about the people who played us.
今回は完全に俺の油断だ。本当にすまなかった。もう二度とお前たちを危険にさらさない。確実に相手を捕まえてみせる。連中にはたっぷりと礼をくれてやらないとな。
You might want to keep a level head, otherwise they'll end up playing us again.
言われずとも分かっている。それにこれは復讐ってだけじゃないんだ。今回の失敗は組織全体の評価に関わる。いや、すでにかなり絞られてな。名誉挽回しておかないといろいろまずい。それにやられっぱなしだと他の組織からも舐められる。体のいいカモにされかねない。やられたままでは終わらないことをはっきり示しておく必要がある。
So, are we moving on to the next operation right away?
いいや、焦ってさらに失敗を重ねたんじゃ目も当てられん。今は慎重を期して動いている。万が一にもこちらの動きを悟られないようにな。よもやお前たちの潜入にまで気づかれているとは思えないが、念のためだ。今はおとなしくしておいてくれ。
So basically just want me to act and live like a normal school student?
そういうことだ。少し時間がかかるかもしれないが、そういう事情だから焦らずに連絡を待て。
Okay.
ま、すでに能力で直してもらったかもしれないが、ゆっくり体を休めておけ。次の任務のために体調を整える準備期間とでも考えてくれ。レビー9にもそう伝えておいてほしい。
Will do.
そっちから何か報告は？
No there isn't.
なんだよその反応。余計に気になるじゃないか。
That sure didn't like a no. Nah, there's really nothing. Sorry to make it sound like there was. Don't worry about it.
本当だな。
Yeah.
わかった。何かあればすぐに連絡を。じゃあな。
Bye. So yeah, you heard him.
わかった。
After falling asleep yesterday, Nanami spent the whole night in my room. She's sitting on the bed now and overheard all my conversation with Dad just now.
ところで、サトルくん。さっきお父さんに言おうとしたことって、私たちのこと？
Yeah.
やっぱり、言わない方がいいのかな。
Nah, we should tell him eventually. I just felt now isn't a good time since he's got his hands full with all sorts of stuff.
っていう建前だよね。
Yeah. Okay, to be fair, I do believe now's not a good time. But I admit, I'm a little scared of how he's gonna take it.
子と娘が恋人になってキスまでしてるって言ったらどんな反応をするか。
I don't have the slightest idea. We might be technically siblings, but we aren't related by blood. So, from a legal standpoint, at least, our relationship is fine. Maybe I'm just worrying too much.
世間体もあるもんね。
He's not really one to care about what other people think or say, though, if you ask me. Need to stop messing around with the dice. It's a bad fucking habit at this point. Overall, just messing around with random things and recording is a bad habit. I don't really want to care about what other people think or say, though, if you ask me. By the way, I say we wait a bit more before telling him. The SFD is certainly busy as heck right now. Plus, we only just started dating yesterday. I think we should at least take some time to enjoy ourselves.
そうだね。まず私たちが落ち着くのが優先だよね。恋人。昨日のキスも好きって言ってくれたのも全部夢じゃないんだよね。
It was all real. I love you and we're dating now.
夢じゃないんだ。
One thing though, Nanami.
はい。
This is a bit embarrassing for me to ask, but what exactly do couples do together?
漫画とかでベタなのはやっぱり登下校を一緒にするとか。
We've already encountered a problem, which we already do every day.
お互いの部屋に遊びに行ったり。
We've even slept in the same bed, so I think we've went well beyond that one already.
お弁当を作ったりとか。
You used to cook 3 meals a day for me before we came here.
そうなんだよね。
Like they're both just like, what the fuck have we been doing up until this point? No wonder everyone calls us broke on and Siscon. This might be harder than I thought due to us being siblings and all.
恋人ならではってなると、あとはやっぱりキス。
How about dates? And we already did that yesterday. Normal kisses and even super intense tongue kisses.
そうなんだよね。あと、あるとすれば。
Visibly embarrassed, she blushes and averts her eyes. Well, I know why. The next step after kissing is, well, sex. Sex is a perfectly normal thing for couples to do, but still. I know I'm the one who raised the question in the first place, but, we're no normal couple. I feel like there's no point in looking to manga tropes or other couples for answers.
何かを参考にするんじゃなく、私たちのペースで恋人になるのがいいのかも。
It's actually perfect that we've been ordered to keep a low profile and relax. I'll be able to give Nanami my undivided attention.
改めて、これからよろしくお願いします。
Yeah?
じゃあ、早速だけど、妹はイチャイチャを要求いたします。
By which you mean what exactly?
おはようのキス、したいな。
Nanami. I extend my hand towards her and gently touch her cheek.
お兄ちゃん。
She closes her eyes and tilts her neck ever so slightly. Then places a soft kiss on her lovely lips. Just light peck on the lips. I was about to stick in my tongue, but she slowly pulls away.
はい。朝のキスはこれでおしまい。物足りなそうな顔してる。
Start with a smug expression, a little gremlin. Well, yeah, it wasn't much compared to yesterday's.
だからだよ。朝からあんなドロドロになっちゃうキスしたら、いろいろと大変なことになっちゃうもん。朝のキスはこれだけでいいの。
Can it feel like she's playing me like a fiddle? She played you like a damn fiddle! is just how she is. It's kind of sweet in a sense. I then take that smiley girl back to her room. Through the window, of course. It would be bad news if someone saw her walk out of my room in her pajamas. So, would you want to eat lunch together today? After getting back to my room, I get ready, then head down to the canteen for breakfast. Once I get down the stairs, though, I notice a small crowd formed in the lobby. They're staring at the TV and seem a buzz over something. I also spot Kyohei among them. It's about the explosion. Hey, Kyohei!
Oh, Satoru! Ohayo.
Morning, what's the deal here? Something going on?
ああ、ニュースだよ。ほら。
深夜1時頃、鷲寿司の倉庫街で爆発が起きました。通報を受けた消防により、すぐに火は消し止められました。化学薬品や爆発物のようなものを取り扱う倉庫ではないことから、警察では事故と事件の両方の可能性があるとして捜査しています。また、他の倉庫の保管物には異常は見当たりませんでした。
この爆発した倉庫って結構近くなんだよ。
Yeah, it's not. Honestly, I shouldn't be surprised. A warehouse explosion would normally be reported on. Being said, after I talk about it for a day or two, it'll probably quietly fade away into oblivion and never be talked about again.
爆発物がないから、ネットでは能力を使った犯行じゃないかっていう意見も流れてる。
What would anyone stand to gain from blowing up a random warehouse? Sounds like an accident to me.
僕もそう思うけどね。
Well, who cares about that? Let's go eat breakfast.
そうだね。
It's not the first time something like this has happened, but damn. My auto almost stopped when I looked at the screen and saw them reporting on that incident. Better get out of here quick. This isn't good for my heart.
ああ、もう時間ですね。では、ここまで。
失礼します。
Right as class ends, we enter lunch break. Nanami comes gingerly peeking into our classroom.
ああ、ななみくんじゃないか。有原くんに用事か？
はい、ちょっと。
少し待ってくれ。おーい、有原くん。
Ah!
あ、サトルくん。来たよ。
She lifts her arm from the elbow and bashfully waves her hand. Maybe she's so shy because she's never come to my classroom to pick me up like this before. Damn, she was cute though. Can't help but feel strongly attracted to her. Well, not that being attracted to her is a problem. We're dating. I don't care that she's mine. Stop with that. I've made my decision, so there's no need to suppress my feelings. Well, I think I'm a little afraid of putting it on open display. Coming!
何？今日は兄弟水入らずでお昼ご飯？
Pretty much. See you later.
はいよー。
Sorry about the wait.
ううん。私が勝手に迎えに来ただけだから。
Well, thanks for coming to get me. I was pretty happy when I looked over and saw your face. Ready to go? Yeah, there's just... something's going on.
ねえ、あの二人ってあんなに仲良かったっけ？あ、いや、最初から仲はいいと思ってたけどさ。
like, they're all just like simultaneously. Fuck. Oh no, it's happened. It's finally happened.
少し雰囲気が違うように思わなくもないような。やっぱり気のせいのような。違いますよ。全然違います。びっくりした。
Like he's just like so out of nowhere, just like you're goddamn right. I accidentally shook everything on this fucking table. I say accidentally, but I was the one who just hammered both fists onto the table.
こんなところで何をしてるんだ、千崎くん。
ななみちゃんをつけてました。
つけてたって、なんで？そんなに？
だってななみちゃんってば
Oh yes, we need to keep our relationship covert and secret. Yeah, real covert and secret.
ななみちゃん、どうしたの？何が？いや、口元ゆるゆるだからよだれ垂れてる。
She's fucking drooling?
ほんとだ。恥ずかしい。何があったの？別に何もないよ。全然何もないから、ちょっと気を抜いちゃっただけ。もっとしっかりしないとね。気をつけるよ。キリ。あ、またよだれ。午前中ずーっとこんな調子だったか。
Fuck.
午前中バックログ画面だ。
Please
午
repeat.
前中ずーっとこんな調子だったから気になって。
午前中ずっとですか。
変と言ってもななみちゃん自身は嬉しそうなので不安を抱いてるわけじゃないんですけど。
別の意味で不安になるな。さっきの雰囲気も含めると家族のことで何かあったのかな。
おや？みんなこんなところで首をかしげてどうしたんだい？
式部先輩。
It's the fact that that Satoru is adopted gonna come up? Like, are they gonna come to the conclusion, yes, they're dating, and Hazuki, of course, immediately like, that's immoral! No! So Mario's just gonna be like, don't worry, at least one of them is adopted, as far as I know.
何か問題でも？
いえ、問題というわけではないんですが。
美味しかったね。ほんと、この学院の寮のご飯は侮れないよ。
There's such a variety of stuff, too.
ちなみになんだけど、
Which
サトル
one's
君は
better?
寮のご飯と私のご飯、どっちが美味しいと思ってる？
Do you want the truthful version or the sugar-coated version?
2パターンあるんだ。じゃあ、建前から。
Make most delicious food in the whole wide world, Nanami. They're both the exact same answer.
相変わらず適当。本音の方は？
It's hard to make direct comparisons because they serve dishes here that aren't in your cooking repertoire. I fully mean it when I say your food is amazing, but the food here doesn't disappoint either.
まあ、そうだね。私も同じこと思うかな。
I know I said it before, but just to reiterate, your cooking will always be my first choice no matter what. That won't ever change. That's just tailing them. Fuck.
バックログ画面ですね。もう、本当にシス君なんだから。
She hits me lightly, wearing a big grin on her face. Same casual banter we always hold. However, seeing Nanami smile like that is enough to fill me with so much happiness that a grin naturally forms on my face too.
何？私の顔に何かついてる？もしかして食べかす？
Don't worry, a measly crumb wouldn't be enough to diminish your cuteness.
そこはちゃんと忠告してよ、恥ずかしいから。ねえ、どこ？
That was only hypothetical. You don't actually have anything anywhere on your face.
そっか。ならいいんだけど、びっくりさせないでよ。
Sorry. Right, I gotta go back to my classroom.
あ、サトルくん。後で部屋にお邪魔してもいいかな。勉強教えてほしいんだけど。
Sure thing.
ありがとう。 ゃあまた後で。午後の授業もしっかり受けなきゃダメだからね。
Of course. There he walks into into his classroom, and he immediately just notices the disapproving stare from Kyohei, Ayase, and Hazuki.
なるほど。会話の内容は大差ないけど雰囲気が全然違ってるね。
でもまあ心配の必要はなさそうですね。あれだけ嬉しそうに話してたらね。
ななみちゃんなんて一人でいる間もずっとにやけ顔ですよ。
有原くんとななみくんの間に一体何があったのか。
みんなが首をかしげてる理由は分かった。でもこれってそんなに悩むようなことなの？
式部先輩は2人の身に何が起きたのか分かるんですか？
いやまあ見てれば大体は。今までにもああいう雰囲気を出す子たちを散々見てきたから。私ぐらい学生やってるとね、結構見るんだよね、ああいうの。
そうなんですか？は
あ、お姉さんもたまにはときめきが欲しいよ。
式部先輩もやはりそう思いますか？
他にないと思うけど。
あれ、千咲くんも分かっているのか？でも2人って兄弟ですよ。だからこそ隠してるんじゃないですか？あれもしかして分かっていないのは私だけなのか？隠してるってあれで。
Their behavior is like they're trying to keep it secret, but just are not successful.
あくまで本人たちの感覚では。
まあ変な噂が立つかもしれませんからね。私は気にしませんけど。
僕も別に。むしろあの2人ならやっぱりって感じかも。本人たちが分かった上でそうなったなら私たちが口を出すことではないと思います。
Like Hazuki's just still next to him, like, explain.
お姉さんも同感。別にごちゃごちゃ言うつもりはないけれど、でもあれで隠しているつもりなら苦言を呈しておいた方がいいかも。一体どういうことなんだ
Hazuki is the big confused. I'm sitting and relaxing in my room when all of a sudden I hear a knock on my door. Yeah.
来たよ、お兄ちゃん。
The door opens and Nanami trots into my room. Gosh, so cute. She's so tiny and adorable. So, you want me to help you study, you said?
ちょっとわからないところがあるから教えてほしいな。
I could try, but if it's not something I understand, I'm not sure I'll be able to help much.
でもこの学院に来てからは勉強も頑張ってるんでしょ？
I guess. Enough so that to at least get average grades, I think.
なら大丈夫だよ。そんなわけでよろしくお願いします。
Alright, so what exactly do you want my help with?
数学でちょっと悩んでることがあってね。ほら、これ。
We sit down on the floor together and take a look at Nanami's textbook. Body's so close. Things just aren't the same now that we're dating, and she's no longer that in my mind. Every little thing she does suddenly seems unbelievably cute to me. Which one?
ほら、ここ。二次関数。この2つの放物線の頂点が一致するときの A、B の値を求めよっていうのを教えてほしいの。
Essentially, the vertices match when the y values are the same. So the first thing you want to do is set the two functions equal to each other. After that, you simplify the equation. Simplify it by, wait. Like, it would be interesting for me if I actually, like, got the German explanation of that, because I feel like I know what they're trying to do. A new relationship begins, apparently, by the way. Just give me a sec, everything should be right up to this point. We need to solve for both A and B here, but how?
問題文に書かれてある式を利用すればいいんだよ。
Huh?
この式を事情の形に戻せば、X の値と Y の値、頂点を求めることができるでしょ？あとは、さっきサトルくんが出した頂点と組み合わせるだけ。そしたら、X イコール A、Y イコール2分の 1A 事乗マイナス 2B ってなるよね。
I see now. So all that's left to do is, after that, is substitute those values in for X and Y to find A and B.
よくできました。はあ、兄が本当に平均点を取れてるのか、妹は心配です。
Sorry. I swear I'm paying attention in class, but, well, not taking school seriously before coming here is really catching up to me. Wait, you already knew how to solve this problem! You were just screwing with me! Don't you smile at me.
サトルくんがあまりに不甲斐ないからバレちゃった。
Don't you fucking turn into a Scooby-Doo villain. I'm deeply ashamed. But I guess you lied about wanting me to help you study then?
嘘だなんて人聞きの悪い。二人きりになるための口実だよ。これなら私がサトルくんの部屋に出入りしても周りからは不自然に思われないでしょ？
Well...
でもこの調子だとお兄ちゃんに教わってるって口実は無理そうだね。消灯時間を過ぎてから忍び込んだりしなくても二人で過ごせると思ったのにな。
I'm so sorry. But if it's just a pretext, does it honestly matter if I tutor you or not?
私もそう考えてたんだけど、兄が留年するんじゃないかって妹としては大変心配だよ。なので今からテストします。
What kind of test?
私が問題を出すからサトルくんは解いて。
What happens if I fail that test?
もちろん特別補習。私がみっちり見てあげる。
Thanks, I guess. So, what if I pass?
その時はそうだね、ご褒美をあげる。
What kind of reward?
お兄ちゃんが望むこと何でも。具体的にはキスとかその他もありやなしや。
Yes, please! All the things included!
うわ、すごいやる気だよこの人。
Any man would when a reward like that's on the line.
なんだかとてつもないことを希望されそうで怖いな。ちなみにサトルくんは一体どんなご褒美を要求するつもり？
I want... Going with sexy would be a little too perverted, wouldn't it? You might not have had it in mind when she mentioned other things. He's gonna mention something else, and she's gonna be disappointed like, oh, what? Not sex? How about a hug?
そっか。ハグか。
Want something else?
嫌なわけじゃないよ。いいよ。ちゃんと正解したらハグしてあげる。
Did you just drop her shoulders? Or am I imagining things?
はい。じゃあ、この問題からね。
Got it.
ハグが嫌なわけじゃない。でも、物足りない。って思うのは、私の性欲が強すぎるのかな。私は、もっとエッチなことでも、お兄ちゃんとなら、いいのに。むしろ、したいって。
I'm done. She has some great noises. I can say that much. Are you okay?
なんでもない。ちょっと考え事してただけ。じゃあ、見せてもらうから。
Here.
間違ってるよ、サトルくん。これじゃ赤点だよ。
Are you kidding me?
バカはこっちのセリフ。これも基本的な問題なんだけどな。本当に心配になってきた。せっかくご褒美っていう前振りまでしたっていうのに。
は？
なんでもない。にしても、冗談半分のつもりだったのに、この分だと冗談じゃ済まないかも。同じクラスにならないためにも、しっかり勉強した方がいいよ。
Sorry, I will. Sorry about today.
謝らなくていいから、サトルくんは復習はちゃんとすること。いい？
I will.
いつも返事だけは歯切れがいいんだから。他のことにも、もう少し歯切れが良くてもいいのにさ。お兄ちゃんのバカ。
Are you mad at me?
怒ってはないよ。私、お風呂に入って寝るから。おやすみ、サトルくん。
Good night, Nanami. I close the door and go back inside my room. It's like Nanami's smell and warmth is still lingering in the room. Oh, what though? In all honesty, I wanted more than just a hug. I wasn't sure what she'd say to that. So I got cold feet and chickened out in the end. I mean, we only just started dating yesterday. Should I already be asking her to have sex with me? Nanami did say we weren't a normal couple, though. Does that mean taking things quicker than usual usually would be okay? To be honest, I don't know. She does quibble with me fairly often, but I wouldn't say she's a particularly strong-willed person. That's why I'm afraid she might succumb to pressure and agree to do something before she's ready. That's not something I want. Oh, she is ready. She is more than ready. She's lamenting the fact that you are not ready. It's definitely too early in the relationship for us to be having sex. Nanami will beat you up! I mean, it's only been a single day since we started dating. I don't want to make it seem like sex is the only reason I'm going out with her. I really am a good for nothing. Both as brother and a man. Wish I'd gained some life experience instead of focusing on work day in, day out. I wouldn't have been called dense by everyone. And I wouldn't be agonizing over this. Well, nothing I can do about it now. Maybe I just need to make up for where I'm lacking by working harder and try and understand Nanami's feelings. Man, it still hasn't fully sunk in yet. Nanami actually loves me. Drastic difference compared to how she was like when Dad was first adopted her. Back then, she didn't care for anyone or anything. Her introverted, shy personality is probably a result of her upbringing, too. She's not used to rejecting others, nor being rejected herself. I doubt she'll ever revert to her old personality at this point. But at the same time, it'd also be a bit too optimistic of me to assume it's completely gone without a trace. Just don't want to hurt her. After all, I'm her boyfriend. Alright, I gotta study so I don't disappoint her anymore. She gotta be kidnapped by Chisaki.
おお、今度は浮かない顔してる。ちさきちゃん、どうしたの？ちょっとね、話があるから、一緒にお風呂入ろうか、ななみちゃん。でも私は、入ろっか？
You don't get to say no right now.
それで、今日のななみちゃん、とっても変だった。変って何が？授業中、よだれを垂らすぐらいニヤニヤしてたよね。それにお兄さんと話すとき、とっても嬉しそうだった。よだれはともかく、サトルくんとは兄弟なんだから、話すのはいつものことだよ。ちなみに変だと思ってるのは、私だけじゃないんだよね。 綾瀬先輩も二条院先輩も式部先輩も周防先輩も変だって言ってた。そうなの？今は私が代表して聞いてるだけでね。そうなんだ。絶対二人の関係に何か変化があったと思うんだけどな。もしかしてやっちゃった？やったってセックス。
Whoops.
千咲ちゃんの言い方はストレートすぎるよ。じゃあファックとか？その言い方はもっとやだ。難しいな。まあそれはともかく雰囲気が違うのはそういうことじゃないの？違うってばまだしてないもん。
Why would you say it? Why would you say it? Why would you say it?
ほほーってことはやっぱり進展はあったんだ。それはキスはしたかも。おー、ななみちゃんそれって声が大きいってば千咲ちゃん。おっと、ごめん。恥ずかしくて頭クラクラしてきた。のぼせちゃいそう。本当だ、顔真っ赤。それにここで詳しい話をするのはまずいか。じゃあななみちゃん、裸の語らいはここら辺にしておいて二人でパジャマパーティーしよっか。でも私しよっか。
Pressure.
もう隠してても意味がないから正直に言うね。
Nice. There's like this. There's like the art, like the tarot card art for Ayachi on that magazine. That's nice. Anyways,
私、サトルくんのことは昔から好きだって気づいてた。でも私たちは兄弟だから、そばにいられるなら妹のままでもいいかなって思ってた。でもいろいろあって、サトルくんに好きな人ができるだけで私は一緒にはいられなくなるって実感したら、もう抑えきれなくなって。で、お兄さんと恋人になったんだ。よかったね、お兄さんがちゃんと受け入れてくれて。でも兄弟で恋人か。茶化すつもりはないし私は応援するけど、いろいろ大変かも。それはついでに打ち明けちゃうんだけど、私とサトルくんには血のつながりはないの。そうなの？サトルくんはもともと孤児でお父さんに引き取られたから、私はその後でいろんな事情からやっぱりお父さんに引き取られて。そうなんだ。今更だけど、それって私が聞いてもよかったの？絶対に隠してるわけじゃないから、わざわざ言いふらすようなことじゃないってだけで。千咲ちゃんなら面白がって言いふらしたりしないって信用してる。ありがとう、ななみちゃん大好き。
adorable.
千咲ちゃん苦しいよ。
She kinda reminds me a lot of Meguru right now. Fashion-oriented redhead. The only thing is that instead of just acting like acting sociable, she actually, like Chizaki actually is sociable. Like Meguru is fucking awkward as hell. Anyways.
ごめん。じゃあ改めて めでとう、ななみちゃん。ありがとう、ちさきちゃん。でもね、もうちょっと気をつけた方がいいと思うよ。嬉しい気持ちはわかるけど、緩みすぎ。すぐに他の人にも見抜かれちゃうよ。そんな、バレないようにちゃんと気をつけてたよ。あれでそんなに丸分かりだったとは。そりゃね、あんだけニタニタしてれば、よだれまで垂らして。確かに顔は緩んでたかも。反省します。よろしい。あ、それとこのことを他の先輩たちに伝えても平気？一応報告を頼まれてるんだけど。構わないよ。噂をしたりする人はいないと思うから。わかった、ありがとう。で、それはさておき、その割には浮かない顔をしてたように思うけど、まさかいきなり喧嘩とか？喧嘩なんてしてないよ。サトルくんは優しいから。はいはい、ごちそうさまです。でもそれなら何が不満なの？何かあったんじゃないの？何かあったというか、むしろ逆に何もなかったというか。ちさきちゃん。はい。ちさきちゃんは、私とエッチなことをしたいと思うことってあるかな？
What? I am just as confused as you, Chisaki.
どういう意味？もしかして最初の頃にあった同性好きの噂はやっぱり？それは誤解だから忘れてよ。そうじゃなくて、私は女としての魅力がないのかな。は？そのナイスバディで言うかね。私に対する当てつけか。おっぱいもむぞ、うらダメだってば。そんなもんじゃダメ。お兄ちゃんにもまだ揉まれたことないのに。そうなの？そうなんです。こんなおっぱい揉まない男がいるとは、まさに驚天動地。女の子の方から求めるのってやっぱり男の人からすると引いちゃうかな。つまりななみちゃんはお兄さんがバッグを求めてこないことに不満じゃなくて不安を抱いてるわけだね。だから言い方。悩みの内容はただのつまりそういうことでしょ。バックログ
Hold
画
on,
面です
I should
ね。
probably go back here and no, just
私とエッチなことをしたいと思うことってあるかな。
nah, not that one. Anyways,
はい。そっか、ななみちゃんはお兄さんと交尾をしたいんだね。そうはっきり言われると恥ずかしいんだけど、そうです。でもこんなこと思うのはお兄ちゃんだけ。好きな相手だけだからね。わかってる。あと言い方はセックスでいいよ。もう諦める。ななみちゃんはバッチ恋なのに、お兄さんは動かざること山のごとし。お互いの気持ちを確認してからまだ2日目で、気が早いといえば早いのかもしれないけど。2日目でそんな悩みを？すっごく溜まってるんだね。すごい性欲。人は見かけによらないものだ。だってあんなキスされたら体が熱くなって、どうにかなっちゃうよ。すでに2人はそんなキスを。 そもそも2日目でそんなキスをしてるなら順調なんじゃないかな。でもサトルくん、気を使って遠慮してる気がして。私恋人ができたのも初めてで、処女なので。なるほど。千咲ちゃんはそういう経験ってある？
Something that actually happened in, like, I every now and again just check out some of Boss Core's episodes on this, and for one of them, the opening, like the start of the videos, immediately it's just like, I think they're gonna use their abilities on the sex scenes, and so he actually thought of the same thing for Nanami's as someone on the Discord server thought that I was thinking of. Basically, what he thought of is regrowing the human after sex or something like that, from what I've gathered from the video. Like, and when I talked to somebody about the whole sex scene abilities, like I said, like, Nanami, it's kind of obvious that regrow your human. What? No, why would you do that? That would be painful. That would make sex painful every single time. That's for masochists. I meant, like, she actively, like, her healing abilities actively increasing the regenerative, the regenerative aspect of the body, like the natural regenerative ability of the body. So it's not too far-fetched to expect the production of a certain white liquid to be upped. So that's something that happened. Anyways, that should stop.
ない。かくいう私も処女でね。だから経験による建設的なアドバイスはできないんだけど、悶々と悩むぐらいならぶつかってみてもいいんじゃないかな。女の子からエッチなことを求めるなんて引いたりしないかな。
He already knows that you masturbated to the thought of him. I don't think it could get any worse.
私は問題ないと思うかな。あと、これは私の勝手な予想で根拠はないんだけど、お兄さんは格好をつけてるんじゃないかな。付き合って2日目、体目的だと思われたくない。ナナミもまだ覚悟してないかもしれない。ってな感じで、身も蓋もない言い方をするなら、おじけづいてるってことだね。それは本当に身も蓋もない。で、ナナミちゃんも見栄を張ってる。私も？理想の女の子を演じて、お兄さんに行動を起こしてもらおうとしてる。うぐ。我慢して一人で悩むより、二人で話した方がいいんじゃないかな。そうやってお互いに、今までと違う一面を見せ合い、許容し合う。参考にさせてもらいます。他に何か悩んでることはある？ありがとう、千咲ちゃん。でも、今の話だけで十分。まだすっきりとはしてないけど、あとは私が自分で考える。じゃあ電気消すね。ねえ、ななみちゃん。何？お兄さんのこといつから好きだったの？それは、これは単なる好奇心だから答えたくないならいいよ。そういうわけじゃないんだけど、これっていうような明確な時期はなくて、気づいたら好きになっちゃってた。おー、そういうのってなんか素敵。本当、いつからだったんだろう。
I really don't like to recall my life from before when I was adopted. I don't have a single fond memory from those days. I was born in Astral, and my biological parents despised me because of it. They bickered furiously with each other day in day out, shifting the blame onto the other for the fact that I was born in Astral. I hated it all, so I mostly stayed in my room and read books. I shut myself in there and secluded myself in my own world, although the books I read weren't children's books or anything close to it. Only for the bare necessities would my parents ever spend money for me. I didn't care about the information in the books. Anything worked. As my biological father was a system engineer, I often immersed myself in the various programming textbooks he had lying around. One day, in an attempt to garner his favor, I decided to try and help him with his work. Somewhere or another, it appeared I had an exceptional talent for it. He was in awe upon seeing the work that I had produced. He was overjoyed. At first, it was only here and there. But before long, he began to shove all of his work onto me. After that, it didn't take long until my parents grew unsatisfied with the pay from official work and began to crave more. That was when I developed my cracking skills. Even though I was just a child, I was fully aware of their intent. There was no love there. They only saw me as a means to make money. However, I had no place else to go, so I did as they instructed me. Eventually, I began to use my skills to dabble in illegal activities. Unfortunately, however, I was caught before the worst of it happened. The one who caught me was a man by the name of Harihara Ryunosuke. In other words, my current dad. I was an astral who possessed cracking skills that couldn't be left unmonitored and was abused by her parents. For all those reasons, he decided to take me in. I accepted the offer without a hint of hesitation. I had long since realized that my real parents didn't want me.
というわけで、喜べ。今日から家族が増える。お前に妹ができるんだぞ。
初めて聞いたぞ。
Dang, that's some sudden news!
初めて言ったからな。
読み返しますか？
Nobody told me about this. That's what I'm telling you now. I'll beat you.
有原七海。それが名前だ。可愛い子だろ。
なんでそんな急に？
ま、いろいろあったんだが、要はお前の時と同じだ。放ってはおけなかったんだよ。相談しなかったのは悪かったと思うが、よろしく頼む。
I don't know why my lips feel so dry today. It's fucking annoying. Probably that's why.
文句があるか？
別にそんなもんはねえけど。
お前はそう言ってくれると思ったぞ。口は悪いが優しいからな。
うるせえ。つか気安く頭なでんな。
照れるなよ。親子だろ。
Kick a shin! Kick a shin!
とにかくそういうわけだ。今日からこいつがお前のお兄ちゃんになる。何かあったらいつでも頼るんだぞ。
よろしく。
よろしくお願いします。
Actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and just hammer the protect button right now. Back then, I didn't take Dad's words at face value. I was sure I'd end up being used to earn money again. That was why I never really spoke much to Dad or Satoru. Instead, I shut myself in my room and resumed work using the connections I'd built up. And after I got paid for my work, I gave the money to Dad as living expenses.
はあ、お前な、引きこもって何をやってるのかと思えば。
Like, she's just trying to give him the money as living expenses. He's just like, what the fuck? So that's going in your bank account. I'm going to the bank and making a bank account for you. Acai was something I wasn't used to. My old parents always used to smile and happily take the money from me.
足りないですか？
とんでもないこと言うな、ナナミは。逆だ。子供が稼いだ金なんていらん。
でもお金ないと困りますよね。
ないと困るが、子供を働かせなきゃいけないほど貧しいわけじゃない。子供が生活費のことなんて気にするな。いや、むしろお前は受け取る立場なんだから。ほら、これが今月のお前の小遣いな。
Like, here's money for living expenses. Well, two can play at that game. Here's money. Buy yourself something nice.
小遣い？
まさかお前、小遣いをもらったことがないとか？ああ、いや、それもそうか。 小遣いってのは、要は好きに使っていいナナミのお金だ。これから毎月この金額を支給する。年齢に応じて金額もアップしてやる。この小遣いで買えないものがあったら俺に相談しろ。容認できるものなら臨時の小遣いも出す。
バックログ画面だ。
Like, I clicked it away on accident, but I'll increase it the more you get older.
だから年齢を偽って働くようなことはするな。わかったな。
でも、私、お金以外に何をすればいいですか？
だから何もしなくていいんだって。普通に子供をやってろ。
普通に子供？
学校行って勉強して友達作って一緒に遊べ。それが子供の本分だ。
でも私はアストラル使いですから友達はできないです。
そのことなら心配しなくていい。次に行く学校ではアストラル使いということは秘密にできる。あとはそうだな、もしそれでも嫌なことがあったら無理して登校しなくてもいい。ただし部屋に引きこもるのはやめろ。朝と夜のご飯は家族で一緒にとること、それだけは約束してほしい。
一緒にご飯一緒に食べていいんですか？
いいんですかって、お前まさかそこまでとは思ってなかった。
I really want Satoru to just like stand nearby, just like, Dad, can I find her parents real quick? What? No, you're not going to commit assault.
ごめんなさい。
ああ、いや、謝らなくていい。むしろ俺の方こそ悪かった。何度も言うが、ナナミはもう俺とサトルの家族なんだ。みんなで一緒にご飯を食べよう。いいな。
はい。
In a way, that was when my life as Arihara, not Arahara, Arihara Nanami first began. As was expected, though, things were a bit awkward for a while.
すまん、悪い、遅くなった。
本当に遅い。言い出しっぺは親父だろ。
本当にすまない。お詫びのつもりじゃないが、ほら、今日の夕食は豪華だぞ。デパ地下で買ってきた。ナナミもごめんな、遅くなって。
平気です。慣れてるので。
またそんな切ないことを。いいから食べよう。とりあえずサトル、皿を出してくれ。
わかった。
私もします。
いいよ、俺一人でできるから。
バッカ野郎、妹がせっかく手伝うって言ってるのに、なんて物臭だ。
like he just comes over like, what the fuck kind of moron are you?
皿を出すだけなら一人でやった方が確実だろ。
だとしても手伝ってもらうのが兄ってものだろうが、意地悪するのならお前だけ飯抜きにするぞ。
ちょっと待て、みんなで一緒に食べるって言い出したのは親父だろ。俺だけ飯抜きってどういうことだ。
妹に意地悪するような兄には当然の報いだ。
だから俺は別に。
喧嘩しないでください。ごめんなさい。
これは別に喧嘩ってわけじゃないんだが、心配をかけたな。悪かった。謝るのはこちらだ。すまなかった。ほら、サトルも謝れ。
なんで俺まで。
元はといえばお前が意地悪をしたからだろうが。
だから俺は意地悪なんてしてねえ。お前もそんな目で俺を見るな。わかった、謝る。悪かったよ。一緒に皿を出せばいいんだろ。ほら、こっちに来い。わざわざ手伝いたいとか変なやつだな、お前。
お前じゃないだろ。 名前をもう忘れたのか？
ナナミだろ。それぐらい覚えてるよ。バカにすんな。ほらナナミ、この皿をテーブルに運んでくれ。
はい。
Dad often arrived home late because of work. However, I could clearly see that he was making an effort to get us all together at the table for dinner every day. Back then, Satoru was a lot more abrasive than he is now. Still, I could tell that he cared about me in his own sort of awkward way. Honestly, didn't know what to make of these two new people in my life. Dad had even refused to take money from me. Why would they be so kind to someone who offered nothing to them in return? One day I couldn't take it any longer and asked Dad that exact question.
なんでと聞かれても、ナナミを引き取ったことに目的ってほどのものはないんだが、あえて言うなら、お前の目が子供らしからぬ目をしてたからだ。具体的には冷たかった。サトルも同じような目をしてたよ。あいつはナナミに比べればまだマシだったが、そういう目をしている子供は常に周囲を警戒して自分の内面を見せようとしない。だから人との付き合い方もわからない。覚えがあるんだ。俺も似たような眼差しをしたガキだったんだよ。そんな俺が自分と似たような目をした子供を見つけた。このまま放置すればろくでもないことになるのは分かりきってる。悪い結果が出るって分かってるのに放置はできないだろ。相手が幼い子供ともなればなおさら。人ってのは助け合って生きてくもんだからな。それにさっきも言ったろ。俺も昔はお前たちみたいだった。
バックログ画面ですね。
そんな俺が変われたのには変えてくれた人がいたからだ。とても感謝してるし恩人だと思ってる。お前たちにとってのそんな人間に俺もなりたい。最初はそういう気持ちで引き取ったが、今はちょっと違う。お前たちと一緒にいられると楽しいんだ。息子と娘のためなら仕事に対しても気力が湧いてくる。俺はナナミに特別優しくしてるわけじゃない。これが家族ってものだ。ナナミはもう俺の大切な家族だ。もちろんサトルもな。ピンとこないか？今はそれでもいいよ。ただいつかナナミも分かってくれると俺としては嬉しく思う。
To be honest, I wasn't able to understand his words at the time. What I did more or less take away from it was the supporting each other part. I needed to support Dad in a non-financial way. After arriving at that conclusion, I used my own money to buy ingredients and began to learn how to cook. After looking at various recipes online, I decided to start out with salt-grilled horse mackerel with beef and potato stew for my first attempt. In addition, I also made rice and miso soup. Needless to say, it was a catastrophic failure. The rice was mushy, the miso soup tasteless, the fish burnt, and the stew had a putrid, unappetizing smell.
ごめんなさい。
初めて料理したんだろ？なら仕方ない。ナナミちゃんが俺のために料理を用意してくれたことが嬉しい。いや、むしろ一人でよくここまで準備できた。すごいぞ、ナナミちゃん。
まずい。
ごめんなさい。
サトル、お前な。
だってまずいのは本当だろ。やっぱりまずい。
文句言いながらも食べるんだな、お前。
他に食べるものもないし、わざわざ作ったんだから食べないともったいないだろ。さっき言ったのは文句じゃなくて感想だ。
前から思ってたが、お前ってツンデレだよな。
ツンデレとか言うな。だいたい食べなきゃ食べないで、それでも兄かって怒るくせに。
当たり前だろ。怒るどころかぶん殴るぞ。
児童虐待だ。
難しい言葉を知ってるな。
だから気安く頭をなでんじゃね
え。それからナナミ、
ごめんなさい。 もうしません。
そうじゃない。ナナミがやりたいのならやってくれていい。ただ自分のお金を使うのはやめろ。家事に関することならちゃんと俺が出す。いいな。
またしてもいいの？
もちろんだ。
でも
サトルのことなら気にするな。なんせこいつツンデレだからな。
だからツンデレとか言うな。
I couldn't find any other job I could do, so I settled on housework. At first, it was a string of failures, both with cooking, cleaning, and laundry. Every time I messed up, I felt awful, but Satoru was always there to make things better. Every time I cooked, he'd always clean his plate despite saying how bad it was. When a cup would spill out of my hand and shatter, he would make sure I was unhurt and clean up the bits of broken glass for me. When I would accidentally wash clothes along with tissues, he would tell me I just had to rinse the clothes with fabric softener one more time.
おい、
何？
今日も夕食の買い物に行くんだろ？付き合ってやる。親父にも言われてるし、一人で持つのは大変だろ。
ごめんなさい。
お前さ、なんでいちいち謝るんだよ。
だって。
むしろ、なんだ？ありがとうな。
The dinner comes out!
お前の作る料理、最近はうまいから。ありがとう。早く行くぞ、ナナミ。
His words were brusque and abrasive as always, but he held his hand out to me, called me by name, and waited for me. So I mustered up my courage and took his hand. Thinking back now, that might have been the first time I ever held hands with anyone. The touch and warmth of his skin was surprising and bewildering, but at the same time also very comforting.
それで、まずは何を買うんだ？そもそも今日の夕飯は？
まだ決めてないですけど。
His grip on my hand was tight, so that we wouldn't get separated. In all my life, nobody had ever given me that warmth. It was such a nice feeling, but I didn't know why.
有原さん。
何言ってんだ？今はお前も有原だろ？
そっか。
俺の名前は
サトル。
呼び捨てかよ。
ごめんなさい。サトルくん。
なんかなよなよしてるな。まあいいか。なんだ？
何か食べたいものはありますか？
食べたいのはうまい飯。
ごめんなさい。
泣きそうになるな。さっき言っただろ、最近はうまいって。だから新しい料理にチャレンジしないで、作り慣れたものでいいよ。
何が美味しかったですか？
カレーとか。
じゃあカレーにします。
From that day forward, I began to work extra hard in order to please Satoru. I gave my all at cooking, cleaning, and laundry. Earning his praise felt good and gave me the motivation to strive harder. It was something I had never experienced in my previous life. And so when I began to tie it all back to the things Dad had told me. In my previous home, I lived with my mother and father, who were my blood parents. But they didn't regard me as family. At my new home, I live with two people whom I bear no blood relation to. But they consider me family.
私も家族になりたい。
I wanted to be a daughter, a sister, not some tool to earn money. Little by little, I began to willingly show them my true feelings instead of meekly obeying their every word. I was scared of opening up my heart to others. What if they don't like who I am? They might hate me if I say no to them. Those thoughts tormented me, and it was hard for me to hold a proper conversation with them because of it. But I didn't want to give up. I wished to form a true family bond that outweighed the fear. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. There were times when I cried, and times when we argued and fought. I still believe that I caused both that and Satoru a heck of a lot of trouble back then. But no matter what, they always loved me as a daughter and sister respectively. That love was something I had never gotten from my real family. After overcoming those trials and tribulations, the sum of everything we've cultivated, all the experiences and feelings we shared, eventually bore fruit, and we became a true family. It was also when I realized that I was in love with Satoru. In the process of becoming family, these feelings of mine must have grown past that. It's something more awkward. And now our relationship has undergone a drastic change, from brother and sister to boyfriend and girlfriend. This might very well result in the destruction of everything we worked so hard to cultivate, which is why I locked these feelings deep within my heart for the longest time. For the longest of times, I mean. But I know, even had I not confessed, our relationship would have gone in this direction eventually. If that realization hit me, I started to want more. I wanted to feel all of it, not as family, but as lovers. It's the same as it was in the past. Desire outweighs the fear.
そっか。もしかしてサトルくん、昔のことを気にしてるのかも。
Because of how I lived before he and I met. At that point in my life, I wasn't allowed to say no. I had to comply with everything I was told to do. He might be worried about lusting after me too strongly because of that.
過保護なんだから。私はもう、そんなに子供じゃないのに。
Perfectly capable of saying no when I don't want something. He and Dad are the ones responsible for that change. Yet he's still letting that hold him back. How many years ago was that? My feelings aren't weak and indistinct. I wouldn't possibly let that stop me.
なんか、そう思うとだんだん腹が立ってきた。積もり積もった私の気持ちをなめないでよ。サトルくんのバカ。アホ。
She just like turns out she was talking out loud. She was thinking out loud the entire time, and he's just like laying next to her, like, that's how it is, huh?
フローチャート画面だよ。
Household rules. I wake up and sit upright in my bed. A few days have passed since Nanami and I became a couple. Things were going great at first, but I feel like there's like a rift formed between us recently. But I can worry about that later. Time to get up. Good morning. Following that tense greeting, she walks right past me. She's been acting like this for the last couple of days. More specifically, it started after that one day when she came to help with her homework, but ended up tutoring me instead. She's been in a noticeably sour mood ever since. We also haven't had any lovey-dovey time either. Is she mad at me because I flubbed the problem? Nah, she wouldn't let something that tiny get to her this much. But then what's the cause? What am I gonna do? I never expected to get this stressed out over not being able to talk to Nanami. Things like this never happened when she was just my sister. Seems my love for her is far greater than I even thought it was. My heart feels empty without her. The current rift between us really puts that into perspective. I have to use this weekend to fix things. Gotta talk things through face to face. Hey Nanami, you in there? I lightly knock on her door and call her name, but no response comes. Don't tell me this on purpose. Is she upset to the point that she's ignoring me?
おう、先輩。
Hi, Mibu.
ななみちゃんならいませんよ。
Cheers.
買い物に出かけましたから。ちなみに何を買いに行ったとか、詳しいことは私も聞いてません。
Is she gonna start making gyoza? She's gonna start making gyoza, isn't she? She's gonna show up at his door with like a full-on tablet of gyoza, just like eat it. Well, thanks anyway. Could you let me know when you see her when you see her get back? I'll be in my room.
わかりました。了解です。
Thanks a lot. Worked up all my courage only to miss her. I should put the damper on your spirits. I don't know what she's out buying, though. Wish she would have told me or something. Could have gone with her at least. She's not that mad at me, is she? Well, she's about to make gyoza, so she must be mad. I guess I'll study in the meantime while I wait for her to return. Hit! Okay, so by substituting the equation, I can solve for a...
サトル僕だけど。
Okay, door's open. Come on in. You need something?
ちょっと伝言預かってるんだ。千咲ちゃんから。
Nibu? I'm guessing it's about Nanami.
帰ってきたみたいだよ。
Okay.
ああ、でも部屋にはいないみたいだよ。今は食堂にいるんだってさ。
Why would you be there at this time of day?
詳しいことは知らないけど、食堂のおばちゃんに頼んで厨房を使わせてもらってるみたい。ななみちゃん、何か料理を作ってるらしいよ。
She's cooking something? With a loud BAM! Nanami flattens dough with the palm of her hand. After that, she uses a rolling pin to roll the dough into a circular shape with trained movements. She swiftly brings her palm down once again. It's like she's taking out her rage on the gyoza dough. Following that, she rolls again. She repeats the process again and again. The sight is one I'm all too familiar with.
お、先輩。
Thanks for the infant, Mibu.
いえいえ。というか、ありがとうございました、スオ先輩。伝言お願いしてすみません。
いいよ、それぐらい。それよりも、ずっとこんな調子？
So just go ahead. Look, just. Oh, why is he so derpy?
あんな感じですね。苛立ちをあらわにするみたいに、ビターン、ビターンって生地を広げてます。
あれって餃子の皮だよね。でしょうね。あんも作ってましたよ。
もしかして、以前言ってたあれですか？家ルール。
Probably. The violent way she's rolling the dough leaves little room for doubt.
餃子か。いいなあ。私も食べたい。
さっき話した時、少し多めに作ってもらうようにお願いしておきましたよ。
You should. Really?
さすが千咲ちゃん、有能だね。
超越至極です。
じゃあ麦ジュースの準備をしないと。
No.
私も炭酸を飲みたいですね。
ああ、僕いくつかストックあるけど飲む？
いいんですか？ありがとうございます。
ところで有原くん、確か君の家のルールでは餃子は怒ってる時の合図だったな。つまり何か怒らせることをしたんだな、有原くん。
Yeah,
まだ付き合い始めて1週間ぐらいですよね。いくらなんでも喧嘩するには早すぎませんか？
I'm plenty ashamed myself over it. What did you just say?
いくらなんでも喧嘩するには早すぎませんか？
No, before that.
まだ付き合い始めて1週間ぐらいですよね。
What told you we were dating?
あんなイチャコラしててバレてないとでも？
うん、付き合い始めて2日目ぐらいには気づいていたぞ。
二条院さんはどういうことだーって叫んでなかった？
いいじゃないか、少しは見栄を張ったってそれにだな、様子がおかしいと気づいていたのは本当だ。その理由には思い至らなかったというだけで。
ななみちゃん、授業中もニヤニヤしてましたから気づかないはずないですよ。
それに本人から現地も取ったしね。
From Nanami?
周りに秘密にするならもうちょっと気をつけた方がいいって忠告をするためにも。
Man, was it really that obvious?
ここ数日は喧嘩のおかげか、そういう雰囲気ではなかったかな。
あ、気づいたと言ってもここにいるものだけです。言いふらしたりはしてませんから。
他の人もおかしいと思ったかもしれないけど、確信はないと思う。ここ数日の態度で普通に戻ったと思われただろうしね。
Well, that's good.
気をつけた方がいいですよ。
Thanks, we were pretty elated at first, but we'll try to keep it on the low in the future.
それはいいが、どうしてナナミくんは怒っているんだ？
Well...
まあまあ、二条院先輩。喧嘩の理由まで問い詰めなくてもいいじゃないですか。
しかしだな。
何があったかは知らないけど、サトルくんは仲直りしたいと思ってるんでしょ？
Of course.
ナナミちゃんだってああして怒りをアピールしてるんだから仲直りしたいと考えてる。なら外野が下手に口を挟むとこじれちゃうよ。そうですね。もし失敗して相談されたりしたらその時に力になればいいと私も思います。
そういうものか。
まあ相談されても僕じゃ力にはなれないしね。
それはそうだな。独り身の私が恋人の揉め事に口を挟んでも有益なことは言えないか。
ここはおとなしく餃子のお裾分けを待ちましょ
なら手伝ったりした方がいいんじゃないか？
う。それも必要ないと思いますよ。前に聞いた話だとあれってストレス発散の一環みたいじゃないですか。
楽しみだな、餃子。はあ、今度は包み始めた。美味しそう。
It's been a while since I last had Nanami's gyoza. They're quite delicious, so I'm definitely excited. But what am I supposed to do to cheer her up again? I keep watching Nanami single-mindedly produce gyoza in silence while frantically searching for an answer to that question. The sizzling sound of oil fills my ears. At the same time, a nice savory smell enters my nose. Nanami finally opens the lid and perfectly fried gyoza appear. Nanami and I went to my room to eat them. As for Kyohei and the rest of the girls, they're eating theirs in the canteen right now, probably having a great time.
冷めちゃうよ。
Sorry, I'll have one.
いただきます。
We start eating. After biting through the crispy fried wrap, the savory taste of the filling spreads across my mouth. Oh, great. You're the best cook ever.
ありがとう。
Her tone was apathetic. Either way, I shouldn't let that distract me for now. I just need to focus on clearing the large plate of gyoza before they get cold. That's how it always goes. First we fill our stomachs while they're nice and piping hot, then we talk. It's our own little rule. Abiding by it, I keep eating, and by the time I'm finally full, the gyoza are all gone. She doesn't seem furious with me, so that's a relief at least. The number of gyoza increased dramatically when she's truly mad, and then I end up having to stuff my stomach past capacity as a form of apology, no matter how painful it may be. But judging by today's quantity, we should be able to talk things out without shouting. Thanks, I love them.
お粗末様でした。
So, not me. I'm really sorry!
それは何に対する謝罪？
For not understanding the reason why you're upset.
まあ、そんなことだろうとは思ったけど。
I looked back at everything I did and tried to figure out what could have upset you. But nothing really came to mind. The closest thing was that test we did where I failed miserably. Though I can't see you getting this upset over something like that.
うん。それは正解。
I give up then. What did I do?
私が怒ってる理由はね。サトルくんが私を信じてくれてないから。
What do you mean? I do trust you.
疑ってはないけど、信じてくれてもない。信じてくれてたら、もっと正直になってるはずだよ。
How so?
ご褒美にハグをしてほしいって、 明らかに遠慮してた。それって、私の好きを全然信じてないってことだと思う。だから、ものすごく腹が立った。私の気持ちは、お兄ちゃんに心配されるほど軽くないよ。もう引き取られた頃とは違うもん。嫌なことは嫌って言えるよ。子供の頃とは違うよ。そりゃお兄ちゃんからすれば、妹は妹のままかもしれないけど、私だって、ちゃんと成長するんだから。成長って言っても体じゃなくて、心の話なんですけど。
I know!
本当かな。なんかやらしい目をしてたけど。
I'm not leaving at you, Jesus!
まあ、いいんだけどね。やらしい目をしても。だってそれは、私の好きを信じてくれたってことだもん。お兄ちゃん、私は本気で、お兄ちゃんのことが好き。
You're right on the mark. I treated you like a child and made light of your feelings for me. I've changed, and so have you. It's about time I truly accepted this.
そうだよ。
I'm really sorry for not fully trusting you.
ようやく自覚してくれたようで何より。でも、まだ許さない。妹は、兄に誠意を見せろと要求します。
I'm not just trying to have sex with him, but he just ate gyoza, and since he talked about how apparently they smelled like garlic for like weeks when she kept making gyoza to get them to let her join the SFD. That means that there's garlic in those gyoza, which means she's asking for sex while he has garlic breath, which is generally not a good idea. So, I guess you want me to apologize over and over again?
この場合は、だから、お兄ちゃんの童貞は、妹に捧げてもらうということで。
Ah, getting on by getting it on.
はぁ？真面目な顔で何言ってんの？そんなくだらないダジャレはどうでもいいから。嘘。
Is it really that big of a deal?
勇気を振り絞って言ったのに、ダジャレで茶化されて怒らないとでも？
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was my bad. I'm trying to chicken out again. But I'm done doing that, Nanami. Take a deep breath. After that, I lift my head and look straight at her. Made up my mind. I won't lie or hide my true feelings from you. My love for you is the kind that makes me want to have sex with you, so I'm gonna be upfront about it.
私も、お兄ちゃんと、エッチなことしたくなる好き、だよ。
Then, Nanami.
お兄ちゃん、
Stop.
しちゃおう。
That's exactly what I want you to stop. Slowly we move our lips closer to each other.
何？
A reek of gyoza.
やっぱり信じてないんだ。
No, I just don't want to have bad breath.
私も食べたから、きっと平気だよ。
Stop. Stop.
お兄ちゃん。
Nanami latches onto me with a truly blissful smile. You need to pull yourself together, Nanami.
そんな無理だよ。だってこんなに嬉しいのは人生で初めてなんだもん。
Well, I feel the same way. Problem is, though, everyone's gonna know what happened if you got a big grin on your face. You're so upset they thought we'd had a fight. We've been alone in my room for a couple hours after eating the gyoza. If we came back and everything is magically back to normal, or should and if we come back and everything is back to normal, or should I say beyond normal?
でもきっと先輩たちにはすぐバレちゃうと思う。
Probably. That being said, avoiding them isn't an option. We still have dinner bath time. Well, let's go ahead and take down our dishes.
お、戻ってきた。二人とも喧嘩はもういいのか？
二人で一緒にお皿を返しに来たんだから気にする必要はなさそうですね。だね。
Sorry for worrying you guys.
しました。
そうか、ならいいんだ。安心したぞ。
よかった。二人が仲直りできて。あ、そうだ。ななみちゃんの餃子、とっても美味しかったよ。ほんと？ありがとう。
Like I really want the one Kyohei to just like, yeah, they really were good. By God, Jesus Christ, Satoru, you need to make her mad more often.
そうだった。皮ももちもちで本当に美味しかった。ごちそうさま。ごちそうさまでした。
あんなに美味しい餃子が作れるなんて、ななみちゃんは本当に料理上手なんだね。
ありがとうございます。
それから、仲直りできてよかったね。
ありがとうございます。
いつもあんなに美味しい餃子なの？
I feel like they were even better than usual.
機会があったら、他の料理も食べてみたいですね。
私はまた餃子でも。
ところで、餃子を食べるだけにしては、妙に時間がかかってなかった？
Like she just starts talking, suddenly just like Satoru's face Satoru's hand connects with her face, and she just has like a tape over her mouth. You know, you didn't have to be that aggressive about it.
二人とも素直な反応。その反応だけでごちそうさまって感じですね。
まあ、野暮なことを言うつもりはないよ。仲直りして本当によかった。
Again, sorry for worrying you.
でも、もう大丈夫です。本当にありがとうございました。
でもあれだな。またななみちゃんの餃子を食べたいな。それぐらい美味しかった。
ですね。
それなら、また二人に喧嘩してもらえばいいんじゃないかな。
おお、なるほど。
Oh, shut up! You better not try anything like that.
そうですよ。別に餃子ぐらいいつでも作りますから。
ごめん。冗談のつもりだったけど、ちょっと悪趣味だったね。
Hella rude, actually.
本当に失礼しました。でも、餃子が美味しかったのは本当だよ。だから今度は仲直りじゃなく作ってほしい。あと、何か困った時には何でも言って。二人が悩んでいると気になって仕方ないんだよ。
Yeah, we will.
そうだな。周りにいる私たちの心臓に悪い。必要な時はいつでも言ってください。力になりますから。
はい。ありがとうございます。
仲直りできて本当に良かったね。
And sorted this out, I might have ultimately ended up damaging our relationship, which is why I'm really glad she mustered up her courage and told me what was on her mind. I feel like we've finally become a couple in the true sense.
リドルジョーカー。
あー、すまんが、もう一度頼む。
Date time, but where to? I was gonna end the part, but you sure as fuck cannot expect me to skip out on the scene where they're probably currently explaining to their dad that they're dating, which is fuck. It's just gonna be hilarious.
今、なんて言った？
Like, hold on, let me just excuse me, could you elaborate? Could you like repeat yourself? I think I had like a fucking stroke or something when you tried to say that, and just didn't quite catch because of that. So could you repeat that for me, please? Because I don't think I quite understood what you said, because it sounded to me like you were trying to say that you're going out with Nanami. Oh, so I didn't misunderstand. Boy, what the fuck?! Nanami-Route
私たちは、これからは
hope to become
恋
a
人
couple.
同士になります。
小学生の卒業式みたいなノリで報告することか？
Well, that wasn't intentional, but either way, we aren't joking.
からかってるとか、悪質な冗談とかじゃないの。冗談でこんなこと言ったりしない。私は本気で、お兄ちゃんのことが、好き。
I really want him to just like, can you at least stop calling him Ori-chan then? Like, my god. And I seriously love Nanami as a woman. Here, discomfort! Nanami and I bear the heavy silence with bated breath and wait for Dad's response. How much time has passed? Felt like 10 minutes, yet at the same time, also like mere moments. Then I hear his breath and he finally begins to speak.
サトル、お前、鬼畜のシスコンだな。
Ugh! Those words hit me like a needle through my heart. Well, I admit it might seem that way to you, but no matter what everyone says or thinks, I'll truly love.
ああ、わかったわかった。何度も言わなくていい。恋人になるというか、すでに互いの気持ちは確認してるんだろ。なら、今さら俺が口を出すことじゃない。
Just leave me out of this. You alright with it?
いいも悪いも相思相愛なんだから俺が口を挟む隙間はないだろ。
Okay.
なんだ？そんなに不満なら声高に反対してやろうか？嫌だ嫌だ！ななみちゃんは一生お父さんのそばにいなきゃ嫌だ！
Please just stop! I can't even laugh at that!
私も、それはさすがにドン引きだよ。
いや、今のは冗談だから本気じゃないから引かないでくれ、ななみちゃん。変な虫がつくぐらいならサトルの方が安心だと本心から思ってる。
Is that because you trust me?
それやな、長年一緒に暮らしてきた息子だぞ。信用してるさ。お前たちならお互いに身辺調査の必要もなくて楽だ。
Wow.
それに今さらだろ。
は？
それって、どういう意味？
だからナナミがサトルのことを好きなんてのはずっと前から分かってたこと。
It was so fucking obvious. Honest to God, I'm disappointed in Satoru for not noticing.
まさか気づかれてないと思ってたのか？
嘘、なんで気づいて。
夕食はサトルの味付けが基本。美味しいって褒められると嬉しそうにはにかんで俺が料理美味しいよって褒めるのとはななみちゃんの態度が全然違ってたしな。いつもお兄ちゃんって後ろをついて歩いてたかと思えば自分も突般で働くとか言い出す始末。その他にも兆候はいくらでもあっただろう。
そうだったんだ。
最初の頃は普通に兄として慕っているのかとも思ったが雰囲気が違ったからな。
そうなんだ。
I never noticed anything.
呆れたもんだ。ナナミもそうだがそれに全く気づいていなかったサトルにも。
Like, he's just like, my children are retarded! I have no excuses. I'm really sorry, Nanami.
いいよ。今はこうして二人でいられるんだから。それに、私だって最近まで覚悟できてなかった。気づかれても逆に困ってたと思うよ。
Ah, okay.
お兄ちゃん。
Nanami?
あ
He's just in pain over there, like, please, just at least, like, hang up before you keep going this way from me.
あのな、イチャイチャしたいならせめて通信を終わらせてからにしてくれないか。
Ah!
やれやれ。まともに相手にするのは疲れてきた。とにかくうるさく言うつもりはない。お前たちは兄弟だが結婚も普通にできるしな。ただ仕事は継続してもらう。急にはやめられないのは分かっているな。
Yeah, of course.
そんなこと考えてません。
分かったならいい。ただのろけで足元をおろそかにはするなよ。
Yes, sir. This went a lot smoother than I was expecting. But wow, I didn't know Nanami had been in love with me for such a long time. I feel bad for essentially forcing her to keep those feelings locked away deep down for so many years. I might see if I can make it up to her somehow. The question is what? Maybe a date would work? Would that even serve as an adequate apology? I mean, we're basically together around the clock most days anyways. I guess I should present the idea to her to see what she thinks. I'm gonna take this as a new scene and just save the game and end the part. By the way, this is her save icon. You now know what it looks like. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we're already pretty deep in, I think. How long is this rad supposed to be? Anyways, so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Maybe I should actually move my mouse over to the stop recording button first before I say bye-bye.